What's up?
Yeah. Okay. Let them know. Hey. Gorilla Man. Go hard for life. Yeah. Stay high as a motherfucker. Toast up, looking to rob a nigga, gorilla post up. Heard to stomp a nigga for the fat buck. Look in the nigga pocket, I think he stabbed something. Yeah, I'm raw than a motherfucker. Stay twisted off the dope, inside diesel. I'm Chinaman style, but I still see you. Through the scope, though I'm high in the desert eagle. Run around literally with the desert eagle. Stiffin' niggas Jews out like a fucking beagle. I'm hungry, dog. Watch when I fucking see you. Jews better be tough, or I'm bound to eat you. And you think it can't happen, always happen, dog. Talk all that tough Tony shit gets sent to the mall. And I ain't playing, dog. I'm hiding the motherfucker. Nice man, the dog, gorilla man, of New York. Yeah, that's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on that lift. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on that lift. That's your brains on drugs. So high, see the room keep spinning, but I keep telling myself I gotta get the dividends. I gotta pull myself together, get the fucking Benjamin. So I grab my scrap and hit the fucking hood again. You monkeys know what it is. Some run duck high, some go get they gun, but they stand across the street with it, cause they know that I'm high and my guns speak a foreign language. Nigga, motherfucking what? You ain't doing shit to me. You rated fucking butt, ass crack, blast them shoes and get gun fucked. Rolled up in the plastic, covered in the wooden box. I'm higher than the state building, gun decides to clip the side stomach, Ethiopian children. And it's go hard to light, my friend. Nice man, double gorilla man, know what it is. Yeah, that's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on that lift. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on that lift. That's your brains on drugs. I'm gon' get it, shit. I don't give a damn who the hell attached to it. Smoke me a Magnum blunt and that stupid 4-pound Mac military. 7 mad in your face for cash and all the rest of your things. You feeling brave, my blast. Still digging your pocket and skate with your cash. I buy me a ounce of weed and mix with some ass. I'm a beast. I'm raw than the orangutans, raw than the pack of wolves. So raw, I'm gorilla man. And I ain't saying it cause your girl started feeling me. Cause this your brain and Charles High sticky green. But my mind still sticks to things. For that money and them bricks, I split your brains. I ain't playing out one big or hard's the name. Nice man that was red hard in the fucking plane, nigga. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on that lift. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brain on that lift. That's your brain on drugs.
What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good?
What's going on?
How you doing, bro?
Everything is good, man. What's going on, people of the world? What's up,
This is
Lance?
Landlord.
This is your man D Banger Thomas, people of the world.
And for those that don't know, who lost in the sauce, this is Be Your Own Therapist. How your day going, bro?
Wow.
Your day going wild? That sound cool.
Yeah, my day was bananas, man. Like, well, first off, late last night, I came up with with the idea. I didn't feel like going into work today, so
I used to play hooky.
yeah, man, I called out of work at 5 something this morning. Followed the procedure. I called twice actually.
Did you
Come to
cough?
find
Call
out,
the cough? Cough the cough. Yo,
nah, nah, it's 2020, and then it's the voice recording. So I just did it regular, but I called in, left 2 different messages. And then my old boss, he had called me later on in the day to find out if I wanted to work this weekend. So that was cool. But then when I checked back in with him, he said everything was on hold. So come to find out, the staffing department, they were the scheduling department rather, they were understaffed, right? So they didn't get my message in time, so it blocked me out the system. So it's like I didn't even call.
You ain't call out today.
It's basically like I didn't call out today, and they blocked me out now. So now they telling me when I called the plug-in number, the guy that's where I got the explanation from. He was trying to tell me I wouldn't be able to work for the rest of the week, but he will put me in for the weekend as a courtesy. But I have to call.
It's like a non-call. No call, no show up, man,
right? I got to make a call in the morning, and hopefully tomorrow, with it being a new day, hopefully it'll turn things around, man. But that really blew minds earlier, because I'm like, I messed the whole bag up. You know what I'm saying? My schedule is a 4-day run: Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday. But when I called out, technically, when I called out today, I was supposed to be able to get right back in tomorrow and just keep on with my schedule because I called out. If I didn't call out, that'd be different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm telling him, why should I have to suffer for the fact of them being understaffed? If they wasn't understaffed, then everything would have went according to the program. So what you telling me right now? That's messed up. Like that really got me tight.
So now you planned on missing just basically a day, and now you're gonna miss your whole period due to the fact that
I still have until tomorrow. Yeah,
I'm not even gonna put that energy.
Yeah, I ain't even putting that out there.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Makes
so
sense.
I'm wait till tomorrow, and then I'll let you know Saturday what happened.
I feel you.
But what's good on your side though? Other than that, that was the major part of my day. But
I told you, today's topic my day kind of prompt my today's topic. Not my last course. Couple days. Last couple days. I'm sorry. I apologize. I ain't high yet.
Oh, all right.
Don't worry.
All right. So your last couple of days.
Yeah, my last couple of days kind of channeled this event, the whole situation, the whole question that I have today. And it's kind of simple. Are we too soft for our children today? Are we the punk ass parents? Now let me explain.
So this is more of a No, I was going to say, Lance. So this is more like generalizing.
This is a personal experience. It's something I had to evaluate myself with this coming week, my last couple of days. So Saturday, we have the show. The show is good, cool. Energy's up, feeling good. Like I said, I'm starting to get the other shows ready. Let them know we are on Spotify now. So the first episode has been put on Spotify. Make sure y'all go check out the first episode.
Make sure you check that out.
It's been live. We getting in the group, so we didn't even go onto the actual platform. We just actually went on to the platform yesterday. So we're gonna be live on Spotify, and we're gonna be live on Apple Music and a ton of other podcast forums. But anyway, I'm not really paying attention. I'm in the living room. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm chopping up the shows, making sure everything good. Like you saying, we adding the sound effects. We putting a little bit more pizzazz to it because it makes it sound real good when you put music and other things to it. So making it sound like a professional show. So I'm really not paying attention. My son, he going wow. When I mean wow, this thing going wow.
What are you doing over there, Lane?
Everything. So now I get ready to go lay down. In the back of my mind, I am my stepdaughter. She tells me, she says, "Bam, he keeps hitting the remote on the TV. He did it like 5 times." But she didn't say anything, so I'm not paying no attention to it. He just like, all right, yo, stop hitting my motherfucking TV, B. Remember, he broke my first TV. That's why I had to
he
go get
did?
a whole other TV. Yeah, this nigga breaks TVs like it's nothing. He threw the remote before, broke the TV.
Oh.
Then after he breaks the TV, he tells me, yeah, daddy, go get a TV tomorrow. It's time to get a new one.
Oh.
And my punk ass go get a new one. So this is why I had to reevaluate myself and figure out what's going on. Are we too soft nowadays on these children? And are we them punk ass parents now? You know how we tried so hard not to be our parents. We everything you asked for, we was there for. We tried to, you know, get you shit that you sometimes didn't deserve. We forgot the earn aspect of life. You know, we started just giving you shit out because you mine. You gotta have that look. I don't want nobody seeing you fucked up. You mine. My shit come with a name, you know. Then you kind of like representation of what I am prepared to, you know, send out there in the future. So everything is kind of set for you. And you kind of figure that out after 4 and 5, I learned. These little motherfuckers is smart. So anyway, I come in the room. Once I get in the room, my heart drops. See, I hate disciplining this nigga. I hate hitting him. I'll do it, but I hate it. Like afterwards, I be feeling fucked up. I'm like, why I hit him? Then I start making up excuses in my mind. And nigga only 4. What you expect him to do? You wasn't watching him. It's your fault. Motherfucker, you supposed to, you know, I get my, he had 5 minutes. You can't give him 5 minutes. You start having a conversation where you know I got to be your own therapist. You feel me?
That's a fact.
This nigga breaks the TV. So I call myself being mad because I got to be mad. But I am still, you know, that punk ass parent. So I'm angry the whole night. He broke the TV. I pop him one time, fake pop. It ain't no real pop, but he cry. And my son don't just cry. This nigga's like real smart for 4. He tell you everything that you don't want to hear. You ain't a good daddy. You hurt me. You ain't my friend. You try to hurt my feelings. I told you not to put now everything. Now you really having a conversation and trying to make me feel like I'm wrong.
Hey, yo.
For disciplining you, but you couldn't take all that smart shit you had just there and figured out, daddy said stop. You know, if he get for real, he gonna pop you, and he don't even want to.
Right.
You dance around that line all day, nigga. This is the real face. No. Now, he gets me mad. Now I'm fucking mad because now I can't sleep. He can't sleep. So this makes it worse. Now for the past 3-4 days, I ain't getting no sleep. He ain't getting no sleep. Now this nigga wakes up in the middle of the night and here he goes. He wants McDonald's.
Hey, yo.
At 1:30 at night. And this nigga says he don't want nothing I'm going to make him. He don't want no fish sticks. He don't want nothing. He wants McDonald's. Now
McDonald's isn't open at 1 in the morning.
It ain't, but he telling me to order it. He's seen it done before. He know it can be done. He said it's someplace to get it done, daddy. Now this nigga's crying for about 2 hours. I got to pop him again. Now I pop him. I feel mad because why I got to pop him again. All he asked for was McDonald's. You know the punk ass syndrome you go through as a parent. And here he on the side, so I got to tell him now. You know I call myself being mad again. Nah, fuck that. Ain't no McDonald's, nigga. You broke my TV the other day. Now he chill for a while. He look at me, look at the TV. And then he decides he's gonna give it a little while, I guess. You right. I'm gonna let you ponder on that shit for a minute. So then after 20-30 minutes, he tells me I should get another TV tomorrow because this is what the problem is.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. So see what the real problem, daddy, is.
I'm trying to wait till little Black Friday to, you know, get something spectacular now because you broke that and got to go a step up now. You feel me?
Right.
His mother come in the next day. She come from work. I tell her all about my little night. I'm like, yeah, this nigga, he drove me crazy. Then he talking about this, that, and the third. He get up to get McDonald's, da. She going to hit me with the, so did you get it? Now look at her. Oh, you trying to say everything this nigga say I get, huh? You now she laughing. Oh, y'all motherfuckers think I'm the game in here, so I'm the
Oh, she was in on the fix.
It ain't even like she was in on the fix, like she knew. Nigga, he asked for it, and you usually go and fly and get it. What the fuck? It ain't happen. You the punk ass nigga.
Hey,
And
yo.
I ask myself, am I the punk ass nigga?
Wow.
So now my TV been broke for 3 fucking days. I can't watch TV in the bedroom when I'm laying down. Every other TV in the house work. Just the one in the bedroom. So now you know how important that bedroom TV is. Now it seems like my whole days are all because of the bedroom TV. Mind you, I only watch the bedroom TV for 4 hours a week. But now the bedroom TV is so much, it's messing up my life because I see this little crack and this punk ass nigga got me where I gotta go get another one, and he's sitting back and he throwing the remotes at these shits time after time. And I'm not disciplining them. So am I a punk ass nigga for allowing this little motherfucker to keep going on doing this shit? Or am I just 2021 parent?
Yeah, so I wasn't going with the punk ass, you know what I'm saying, with the punk ass nigga part. Like I was leaning more towards the 2021, 22 parent,
That's the
basically.
punk ass
But
nigga.
like, oh man.
We gotta be
but
real.
Basically,
That's punk shit. That
yo,
little
that's
nigga
bananas.
that little nigga that broke about $3,000 worth of shit. And he walking around with a light skin ass still. Back in our days, that nigga would have been. He would have been Toby. He would have been Toby.
After the first TV, it was quiet. No
and then
more
he got a
remotes
mouth
in
with him. Then he got a fucking mouth. So he don't even shut up.
That comes from you. That's you right there. And he next level smart with it too. Like you said. I see him in action over there. He's on a whole nother level than you. I thought you be on some shit. You got, yeah, man, that's my guy. He's so smart.
That's my guy. That nigga's so smart, but I appreciate it. But goddamn, should he be taking this shit out on me? He treating me like the punk. Smart motherfucker. Look out for Pop. Treat the other niggas like that.
Hey, yo, it's bananas because my little man. Yeah, you said what?
I tag me and my best friend, my daughter hit me on the side with her little message. Oh, that's your best friend now?
Oh. They all you know.
Yeah.
Oh, now, he your new best friend?
Well, no Instagram back in my days when I was a baby. Come on now, you got best friends on Instagram.
Hey, yo.
I know I'm a punk ass parent. I just want other people to let themselves evaluate themselves for a minute and just think, am I a punk ass parent? Are we fucking these kids up? Mine's is 4. So I always tell myself in my mind, like, I got a gangster side still. So I'm going, he 4. He can't take the shit that I'm willing to give out. So I got to wait till at least 8 or 9. He want to be strong and smart. 8 or 9, he'll be prepared. Then I can start putting that nigga in that Shang-Chi type of hit the trees all day. That nigga be trained to kill all this. You want to do it?
Yo, you out of control.
I try to tell myself I got control of this shit. He only playing me because I allow myself to be played during those years. Those are the wonder years.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely true. You allow yourself to be played. That's a fact.
But I see.
To an extent.
I see. He be trying to think he's slick. Got to get at him.
Yeah, man, that's bananas. So you have to ban. I mean, 9 out of 10, you got to start banning the remotes. Definitely, because it's counterproductive. If he keep getting the remote and then throwing it at the TV and breaking the TV, like that's the whole science behind it. So the remote, something got to be done about that, or it's just going to happen again.
If I didn't give him no goddamn McDonald's, how he was gonna fuck up the house, break my other TV,
nah,
he was gonna throw shit out the window. This little nigga.
No, he didn't. He didn't send.
Okay.
He was sending threats. He was talking crazy like that.
Threats. That nigga, listen, that little nigga mouth, you would swear he got bodies under his belt. I know that nigga been here before, and he had to earn his stripes because he talked like I'm supposed to know this shit. Like, you feel me? Like, Daddy, I said it. You don't remember what the fuck I said? Handle your business.
Hey, yo.
You got a couple more years, your ass gonna be rolling around here. You want to hold your name? He already telling me he the big man. He the big dog in this joint.
Yo, that's bananas.
He told me we can share it, but he the big dog.
Oh, okay. At least he willing to share it with you.
No, it ain't no at least he willing to share it because he the only one to get the big dog effects. I'm treated like a pup. So they get 2 hours of sleep at night. I gotta blame this nigga. He up 6 o'clock in the morning on YouTube. This nigga is just disrespectful. He telling me I don't like sleeping.
Oh, he told you he don't like to sleep. That's the same thing. That's the same thing Bless told me.
Bless told me I don't like to sleep, man. You don't like to sleep? Nah, I ain't going to sleep. And then remember, I told you the same thing about the McDonald's. This is what I'm telling you. I'm a punk ass nigga because the next day he woke up, came in the living room and swung on me. Nigga, why you let me sleep till it was dark? You said you was buying me McDonald's.
Oh, so he fell asleep. He fell asleep in the midst of like giving you the time when you said that he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna let you chill for a minute." So he like fell asleep. He fell asleep during that time, yeah. And then he wound up waking up, and then he pulled up on you, and he
8 hours later. 8 hours later.
Hey, yo.
And guess what my punk ass did?
When they got to McDonald's?
Yeah.
That's a great dad, man. I see that as a great
McDonald's
dad
was actually open at that time. I mean, he was only asking
for
half
it was a different.
You know, that's the punk ass. You rationing it out with yourself. Now you starting to fuck that nigga. He should have woke up and got some cereal. Then that nigga ran me in the dirt. He went and got cereal. He went and got everything after that. That nigga was just on a mission.
Oh. But he still had that. He had to start it off with the McDonald's though.
He started it off with a punch.
Oh,
he started it off. He swung on me, and then he knows how, like this nigga. Like, yeah, he went there with these little kids be smart. This nigga know UFC moves. This nigga headbutt, he elbow with the sharp part, he knee. This nigga like, where you learning this at? They don't teach that shit on YouTube.
You was watching UFC with him.
Yo, I don't watch UFC. I only watch boxing. He like it, but. Hey, he only watch it. He like picking yo. What's good, man?
What's good?
What's going on, Pop?
He coming with the Damon Lillard smile. What's going on, man?
This nigga's crazy.
Yeah.
You ain't no Knicks fan. Take that hoodie off.
All right.
Those are our colors.
Now this is your colors. That's why you made that the color, and bam, you was thinking you was slick. He the one that made that color. Nigga gave me that orange so I could seem like I was a Knicks fan. It ain't happening. Don't even come on here talking Knicks, man. That's blasphemy. Nah, Knicks looking all right. We ain't gonna disrespect them. They definitely looking all right.
Them niggas don't get them hype yet.
Don't never get them hype. I don't know. I just said they looking all right. You want to know the truth?
Oh, okay.
I can tell you how the end of the year gonna look. Gonna look just like last year. You're going home, niggas. Going right back to New York. Gonna come on that sledge. My nigga Tim gonna get mad if he hear me talking about his Knicks, especially now that they got winning records. And this nigga was Nick. I mean, he was watching them when Starks was shooting. So nigga that seen Starks shooting, he feel like I was a part of the process for New York. A lot of you niggas talk that Frazier shit, but you ain't see the Clyde. You ain't see the niggas in action. Yo, today's topic is are we too soft on our children today? Are we the punk ass parents that we used to talk about?
It ain't being soft, nigga. It's the laws it's different.
It ain't even the laws. We can say the laws.
My
These
brother,
niggas.
listen, my nigga, my brother. I don't want to put his, but I think he got either 2 years or some stupid shit for going to school and disciplining his son because his son did some wild shit.
Get out of here.
Some off the wall wild shit, and he didn't give a fuck because he came from the old school.
No, because I thought that used to be the rules. He wasn't
playing no games. Like Shorty was bugged. Like he did some wild shit. I forgot what.
That
went to
used to be
school and said
Nightmare on
something to
Elm
the
Street,
teacher,
nigga.
like, yeah.
Fuck Freddie, you ain't want to see your moms pop up at that
But
school
you see,
door.
he live out in the Midwest, so you know I don't know how it is out there.
Oh, you can't whip
Oh,
your
it's
kids'
different
ass
out
in the
there.
Midwest?
I don't know.
That's crazy. They can ride around with guns, but you can't whip your kid ass.
So you end up losing your kids. So, and these little niggas now is fucking they're a whole new breed, nigga.
Nah, but I'm just talking about that's once they get out the household. I'm talking about our punk asses in the household. Our devices that we push in their face just so they can shut the fuck up and go sit down so they'll bother us for a couple hours.
Yeah.
How they run the household, how we
And it's
became the
our
ones
fault,
that don't discipline.
and it's this generation fault too. So it's not the kids, it's how you understand what I mean. It's not everybody. Certain people like my brother-in-law, he don't even gotta touch his kids. All he gotta do is just look, and you know what I mean. And they
But
already
that's
know.
abuse. That's abuse. That's
You
abuse.
already, he don't even gotta touch them. Like yo, and they already know. You gotta get them early.
That's abuse because I hate to see what he do and what they don't tell.
Nah, he don't hit him.
He don't
I
hit
used
him.
to live in the house. So he don't hit him.
Oh fuck, he got the preacher voice. Y'all
So
see the
some
preacher
niggas
before,
just know.
right?
If you get them early,
Sit
they
down.
know.
You gotta sit down. Yeah, but that's how early you get him. Because like I was saying, my son 4, you see how crazy and reckless that nigga is. But how do you discipline a 4-year-old? I can't whip his ass really, but I can.
Why not?
Because you can't, man.
Pluck
You
the
can't
shit
whip
out
no
of him.
4. Pluck him. Now
Yo,
you pluck
Pop
my
said, why
son, yo,
not?
that nigga. All right, pluck my son. That nigga
Because
gonna
you
go
know
get
why?
he gonna go get a knife.
It's you all over again, nigga. That's why you can't. It's you. You battling yourself.
Oh, he's
We not
definitely battling
we not
himself,
gonna have
right?
a
Pop?
battle in myself.
That's how you was, nigga. That's
Word,
why.
word,
Don't try
word.
to.
Because
That's how you was. So you battling yourself.
I ain't never been spoiled.
You say you ain't never been spoiled.
I ain't never been spoiled, but that's the reason I spoil you. So I ain't gonna say that. But I ain't never been spoiled. That little nigga spoil you. When he say go, that little nigga, and it's only because you don't want to hear his fucking mouth, and he know it.
Yeah. You see, they test you.
I don't want to hear no little nigga screaming all day.
I remember, right? I think I might have took a psychology or philosophy, one of them shits. I wasn't really paying attention to, but the teacher said, right?
Hey, pay attention to the class.
When we're born,
he gonna drop knowledge.
Right? It was saying like a child's brain is like a blank sled. As it slides down, it starts to, like a wet sponge.
It picks up
Right.
everything.
You know what I mean? And it just
it absorbs everything.
Time goes, it soaks up every information around. So they just trying to learn as much as possible at all times. Like, oh, if I do this, what happens? Oh, ain't nothing. Nobody say nothing. I'm gonna keep doing it again until somebody say. You understand what I mean?
Right.
So it's just constant. That's how it is, man.
It's this YouTube shit too. We gotta.
You said YouTube? Oh hell yeah,
gotta stop letting our kids watch YouTube. This nigga
and the Disney Channel, cause I be watching some of these shows.
I've been banned that
Disney,
Cody
like,
and Zach shit. Cause I'm like the Cody and all that. Why they got the only kid that's a brother? No disrespect. He not right.
He said he not right.
He not right. Hey, you don't get that belt. I know you with your little princess and your little man now, so stop it. You ain't gonna get that belt, nigga. They gonna run that household too. This is their world. Yeah. I wish I could get that belt. Little nigga's too smart now. He probably assassinate me in my sleep. Get the belt.
I know some. I'll be thinking back. I'm like, damn. Like when I think about some of my ass whippings I was getting as a kid, I'll be like, yo, you know what? I deserved. Yo, you was bugging out.
Yo, it's
like some of the shit. I'll be like, yo, because you watch other kids, you be like, yo, you like, damn. Yeah, I was bugging out. Okay.
Yo, it's ill that you said that because I've been in therapy for like 4 months now, and in the course of me being in there, like I really came to the conclusion I was a bad kid, bro. Like I had my aunts and my grandmother, my uncle, my father. It was all adults. I was the only child. But when I really played the tape back, I'm like, nah, nigga, I was talking to my cousin. You know, we came up together. So I'm like, yo, bro, I was a bad kid, bro. So I understand now how a lot of stuff happened when I got older. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I just didn't like getting caught for stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I hated. You know, so me being the only child, the average person would say I was sneaky. But I was the only child. I mean, I just had adults. So it wasn't that I was sneaky. I just did a lot while they was doing they adult stuff, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kind of thing. Like, so,
Like I said in the
but yeah,
beginning, why you wasn't being watched. When they just put your ass to the side and thought you was gonna do it, they do it, they do it.
yeah.
Like us.
But
Send that
what was
nigga
the
to the
funniest
side, I
shit,
want to
right?
play PS5.
What was the funniest shit you did? The ass whipping. You look back, you be like, it was funny, but you know what I mean. You got your ass whooped.
All
For
right.
me,
Oh,
I don't even
I'm
know
gonna
what
tell
go
you
I
a
ahead.
did.
story. For me, I don't know. My mother in this house we was living at, it was a kitchen downstairs. I remember it's a kitchen, and there was a bathroom next to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they went to the store and they bought this big ass bag of rice. For some reason, they set it like in the bathroom. That day I got in trouble. My mom was like, "Get your ass in the bathroom." So they put me in the bathroom, and I seen this rice. Yo, I took a cup and I poured all that shit. It had to be like at least 5 pounds of rice. I poured all that shit in the toilet, looked at it and flushed it, and that shit was backing up all throughout the house.
You fucked up the
Man, I got
building,
my
nigga. I
yo,
Oh,
know what building you lived in. That plumbing
that
wasn't that
shit.
good.
how old were you at
You
that time,
fucked
Pop?
up the building.
I had to be at
That
least
building only
maybe
had
4 or
one
5.
pipe, nigga.
Yo,
Yo,
Montreal Regan, he had checked in and he said, yeah, she talk crazy, but one look over at them, yeah, they know what time it is.
that used to work 15 years ago. Maybe I had that look. I ain't got that shit no more.
Yeah.
I don't know what I
Yo,
did,
that's been
but I know, I'm sorry to answer your question, Pop. I don't know what I did, but I know my mom's, she had patience. Like she used to do patient shit.
Mm-hmm.
She used to know that I watch TV, like I guess the same way I watch TV all the time. But at
Mm-hmm.
that time, the only TV that I really had access to like that to watch was in the living room. We always had cable, so it really didn't matter. So I'm watching Miami Vice. I do something, right? My ass try to get away. I know she about to get me. I run, go in my room, slide under the bed. Cute. Now I'm under the bed. I know she can't get me. I'm cool. Fuck that. Yeah, you can't get me. Can't get me. So I'm chilling for a minute. Probably the whole day go by. Now I'm chilling, getting my bed. Now I know she up. I get back underneath the bed when I hear her little feet coming around just so she can't see me. Yeah, I'll hide for a day or two, right? So now I'm thinking shit is over with. I'm hearing the TV playing in the living room. She got Miami Vice on.
Mm-hmm.
My ass go in the living room. I go chill. I relax. I'm sitting. Chill, watch Miami Vice for about 15 minutes. And as you know, in the old apartment, her room, like the living room is here, and her room is right here. She come rushing out like the SWAT sticks, extension cords, hey, whipping my ass. I'm moving like the cat. I don't know what the fuck.
hey, yo.
Nigga trying to get back under the bed. She fuck around, catch you the right way. You fucked up. Now you like, fuck it, I'll just take it. You get the whole ass whipping. I don't know what the
Hey,
fuck
yo.
I did. But I remember that ass whipping. Because that was over the course of days she had to get me. She plotted.
She said, "I'm gonna get
And
you."
after I got my ass whipping,
yeah,
I
she
went and
waited.
finished watching Miami Vice. Like, fuck it, I earned this. I don't remember what the fuck I did, but I remember that ass whipping was the realest I remember.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I did, but that was whatever I did then is the time when my ass got whipped. Other than that, I ain't had no real ass whippings.
Wow.
Yeah, like my beatings. There was no fun beating from my father because when he got the beating, he was using his fists. It wasn't anything other than that. He was punching me like a grown man. Like my grandmother, the only funny part would be them laughing at me the next morning. It was like
Wow.
it was when Hunter was on, and my grandmother's room was next to my room.
I know.
So I wanted to watch. I had to take my bath, and I wanted to watch Hunter. So I'm thinking my grandmother was asleep. I went downstairs instead of me just taking a quick bath, the water's in the tub. I splash the water around as if I'm in the tub, and then go back upstairs. Let the water out, go back upstairs. I'm chilling, watching Hunter, and my grandmother gets up, asks me if I took my bath. I answer quick yes. She go downstairs and she go down here and check this tub. This boy took this bath, and she found out from checking the tub there was no rain, none of that. So she knew I didn't take a bath, and she beat me with the broom, bro. She beat me with the.
Wow.
She beat me with the. Yo, bro. She beat my ass. That's my only major whooping from my grandmother that I remember. You know what I mean? Is that time when she beat me with the broom, and then the next morning, my aunts were out at that time. So the next morning when they were there, and we all in the kitchen, she was talking to them and telling them about it, and they was all laughing about it, So
Wow.
yeah, but most of the beatings I got was from me doing something that I deserved, that
I'm a cheat.
deserve.
I'm a cheat because I told you.
You say you gonna cheat?
Yeah, because I didn't really get beatings because I was smart. I knew how to I had a little discipline.
You was spoiled, nigga. Talking about
no, I wasn't spoiled. Just was my sister. One day they call themselves playing hooky, right? And her and her friends, they go out, they play hooky. They go to Coney Island. Now, these joints can't go nowhere without getting into something and something going down. Why my sister come back from Coney Island with one shoe? My mother beat her ass because she was not only for cutting school, but for her friends running on her, for her losing a shoe.
Oh,
man.
I had to stop my mother. Like, I had to be the ref, jump in there. It's enough. Stop.
Oh,
she had enough,
man.
Mom. Yo, she whipped her ass so bad. She was whipping her ass with a broomstick. That shit was breaking. She wasn't giving a fuck. She was finagling, switching that motherfucker around, getting into the other end. I said, yo, yeah.
You said you had to jump in and look out for it.
Yeah, I always did that, though.
Huh?
That was a sucker shit. That little Damien shit in your mind. You tell her shit to get her in trouble so she get her ass beat, then you stop when it go too far. Show her, listen, see, I got I ain't stopping. She'd have killed you.
Yo, you off the hook. You was really on some other end. That's why your little man be on the type of time he on. See?
No, the funniest childhood story I have. And I don't know what happened. I don't. But I just told y'all the type of shit that I did. So I lived on 164th Street, 163rd, 164th. The building right next to Stitt. Across the street from a correctional facility. Young. Now, for some reason, I took my sister up to the roof.
Oh,
we lived on the 5th floor, maybe the 6th floor. We lived on the top floor. I took her to the roof, and then I came downstairs and I told my mother, like, yo, Mom, Q on the roof.
Oh. But how did you leave her on the roof? What, you told her to just stay there? Man.
I don't remember all that. I remember the ass whipping that she got more than I remember the details in the story.
Yeah.
All I know, like, me and my sister is a year apart. So
yo, Pop, you gotta hit.
Nah, I missed it,
Pop,
man. I gotta call. What happened on the roof?
No, I said,
Pop,
listen, all I know is
was...
one time, I know I used to do like little, like this. I used to do a lot of deceiving shit. So I takes my sister on the roof. I don't know how I get her up there or how, whatever the case, but she's real gullible. She comes with me, she goes on the roof. Now, as soon as I get her to come up on the roof, I run downstairs and I tell my mom's like, yo, Mom, Q on the roof.
Lined her right up. Yo, I told him that's why.
My mother run, get her ass up there, run up on the roof, get up the stairs, get Q, whip Q ass, then figure out how you got up on the roof. Then she's like, Bam took me up on the roof. I'm looking like, I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yo, this nigga. Wow.
Another time.
That's wild.
Another time. God bless. We at my grandmother's house. I wrote these in rhymes already, so it's already documented. We already know we laugh about this as a family. This is one of those that we would laugh about, saying that my sister's not really one of the smartest, just for this situation. So we in my grandmother's house, right? Now, you know, I always like playing with lighters and I like fire. So I always play with fire. I like to see it go. I like to see the color.
That's why my building ain't up no more. Okay.
No, that's not the real story. Anyway, so I like this. I'm looking, you know, anyway. I'm playing with the matches, playing with the matches. That's my shit. I always do it. So I always get in trouble for this shit, right? So now, one day, I'm actually looking for something under the couch. Now, Q was on the couch. She's sitting on the couch. I try to tell her to get up off the couch so I could pick the couch up and I could look for what I'm.
Yeah.
So I picked the couch up a little bit and I like the lighter. And, you know, back in the days, them couches had all them peas underneath.
Yeah, underneath, yeah.
That shit lit the fuck up.
Oh, wow.
The couch on fire. So now I'm always aware. Pablo can tell you this from even his house. I'm always aware when that shit go down. It's like, I don't know, I'm bugged. But anyway, so now the fire go up. Now I'm like, yo, fire. I'm telling everybody fire. This Q stupid. She's still sitting on the couch. So when everybody come in, of course, Q look like she's the one who set the fire.
Oh, man.
My grandmother whipped Q ass. He said, I'm couch on fire.
He said, I got your fire. This nigga crazy. Damn, Bam.
I used to do little shit like that.
Wow.
Because she used to always get everything. You know how nigga don't be like, it seems like they be forgetting you. I used to line her right up. And she used to always get lined up too.
Wow. That's crazy.
Right,
but you know the funniest shit I've done, and it was so fucking bad. My mother had this babysitter for me, right? This motherfucker was like some old Harriet Tubman fucking Aunt Jemima type. He used to whoop my ass all the time, right? So I got tired of that shit, man. And she was bow-legged, right? So I said, all right, I'm gonna catch this bitch. I have found some needle and needle and thread.
Yeah.
So I said, all right, I'm gonna put it underneath the carpet. And I know she bow-legged, and I was tracing her bow-legged steps. I was like, as soon as she come in the middle of the door, she gonna step on it. But I'm thinking this in my mind. I don't really think it's gonna happen. So I put the needle underneath the thing and put it in between the door. So I go in my room. All her was screaming. I was like, oh shit. She's like, I stepped on the needle. Her foot was, and the shit went all the way in it. She's like, who put the needle? I was like, I don't know. But deep inside, I was fucking laughing like a motherfucker. I said, I got you, bitch. I had to be at least like 6 years old. But the thought, like, I really had to retrace her steps because she was bow-legged, so she walked kind of crooked and shit. You know what I mean? So I was like, she's gonna step like this. Like this.
Oh, you was counting the number of steps. So like when she came up,
I was like,
and she got, that's
but so you see how kids, like, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers, they shit.
No, it's like, well, it's not like, because this is bad, but I stole the car, the family car, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I called myself running away. Now, what happened was,
you running with the family car.
So
I tried that a couple of times. It came right back home.
So what happened was, so me and my cousin, you know, he was tight with his situation over there. So we like, this is what we gonna do. So it was, you know, we were talking about it up until this moment. Now on this particular day, I came home from a football game. I was already tight, 9 out of 10. We had lost, so I didn't play. I didn't get to play as much as I wanted to. And my grandmother had gone in my room, cleaned up my room, and found all my porno magazines. I was really tight. I was more embarrassed about that. Like, so she found them joints, but my grandmother, when she would find stuff, she wouldn't say anything about it. So she didn't even address it. And they were gone. They went on their Saturday run. So, oh, she didn't went through my room again. Oh, it's over. So me and my cousin, I grabbed the suitcase. All I put was food in the suitcase, no clothes. I remember that part. Put a bunch of food in there. So the car was in the garage. The door opener for the garage was in my aunt's bedroom on the nightstand. So grabbed the opener, the keys or whatever, got to the car. So I'm 11, 12. My cousin's like a year or two behind me. So I hops in the car. We get in the car rather, but we only wind up basically joyriding around the neighborhood. I went down the hill to the highway, and in my mind it was going to happen. My mom told me I was coming to her. I told her I was coming to her, but my mom was all the way in Ohio. She was still locked up. So at the end of the day, I don't know how I thought I was going to do that, but I was just determined to get to it. But when I got down to the highway, to the entrance of the highway, I wasn't even trying to go out there, basically, which was a good thing. So basically, we
You
just
had a
wound up
reason.
joyriding.
But yeah,
How
you
old
had a
was you?
reason.
How old?
Yeah,
How
you
old?
was trying to get to your mother. You had a reason to run away.
Yeah. How
You had
old?
a
I was like
destination in
12.
your mind.
I was like 11 or 12. But the thing
He was
about
on
it
his
though
shots
was,
and big shit.
Well, wow.
He
yeah,
was going to Miami to live with his mother to eat sticks.
but it was a mixture. It was a mixture of me just being bad and creating a situation that wasn't bad and wanting to get to my mom. It was a
Yeah, yeah,
mixture
yeah,
of
yeah,
both
yeah,
of those.
yeah.
The grander illusion. But basically, so my cousin, you know, he tight, he want to go home now. So I'm like, all
Mhm.
right, we at the bottom of the hill. I go to turn around. I back up. I backed up too fast and backed up into the telephone pole. It
Oh
was
wow.
over. I got out the car. When we got out, you know, the bumper, it was hanging. It was a
Yeah.
BMW. It was like a 533. It was like an 85, 86, somewhere around there. But you could tell. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
it's over now. So we left the car at the bottom of the hill,
This
walked up the
motherfucker.
hill to the house. My father was there because I was supposed to have my tutor come. So I missed my appointment with my tutor. And so my father cussed me out, yell at me, tell me to stay in the house. And he leaves. And that's when we go back to the car. But long story short, man, we wind up riding. We was like on the verge of what, White Plains and Scarsdale.
Mhm.
The police was like in front of us. By this time it was nighttime. So it was like 9. It was dark, like 9, maybe like 9 o'clock or whatever. So the cop was in front of us, and the cop went to go put on his brake lights because I had stopped behind them, not right behind them,
Mm.
but you know, down the street or whatever. So once he put on the brake lights, you know, everyone else in the car opened up the doors and they basically ran. I was the last one to basically
Wow.
run. But that was the end. That was the end of that. But I kept that run on until the next morning. You know, we went back to the neighborhood. My cousin's parents was there, my aunts, my grandmother was there. So we running through the courtyard, and I heard my grandmother call my name. I kept going. My cousin stopped. He did the right thing. I kept going. I'm like, I'm gonna ride this until the wheels fall off, basically. Like so. But I was the worst trouble. So I'm thinking I'm gonna be able to stay at somebody's house, but they mom wasn't trying to let me stay at their house.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah.
Get to that ass whipping. I was the ass whipping.
Yeah.
But Pop got a
Yeah,
hold of that ass. How that skin look?
the next morning, the funny side is how I tell the story about my aunt. So my aunt, they like 4'9", not even 5 feet, a little over 5 feet, basically, right? So
Did she get your ass whipped?
the next day when I finally get home, my father put my head through the wall, all right outside my room. Boom. You know, the walls was like a lot thinner back then. He put my head through the wall. My aunts jumped me, you know, so they got to going with their little fist. That's how I always tell the story. Like they was pounding me with their fist. I had a flat top at the time. So my other aunt took me in the room. My uncle was there. He just sat there. And she was like, you took something I like, I'm gonna take something you like, motherfucker, and got the cut and just kept patches and all of that all up in my flat top. They was gonna send me to school like that. You know, my grandmother was like,
They violated
you
your
can't send
Nah,
that
you can't.
you
Nah,
can't
that
send
shit
that
was
boy
weird.
to school with them white people
Yeah,
looking like that.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They violated you. After that, did
Yeah,
you
they
commit
violated.
another crime against the family?
they,
Never.
they violated, bro. But I violated though. You know,
No,
like it's bananas when
understandable.
I tell. Yeah, when I tell
Yeah,
when I tell
but
this story, they
yeah,
crack up now about how they jumped me. You know, how my aunts jumped me and all that, and they got to going
yeah.
with their fists. You know, they little
But
hands.
but
I'm
but
laughing at how they
but go
cut the
back.
flat
But
top.
right, Van, go back to what your topic was. These kids mentally are not prepared for shit like that. So it's a different generation. Like you understand what I mean? No kid growing up now will be really mentally prepared for. You know what I mean? It's just a different generation.
So you think we got softer because of times?
Yeah.
I think
It's
it's
a different. It's
because
too much technology. Back then, we didn't have a lot of. You know what I mean? It's just different.
I'm
Like
saying in reality, I know I didn't have any structure. So I learned
yeah,
this shit on the job. So in
yeah. Like
reality, when you learning on the job, sometimes you got to think about when you was young what you wanted and how you was thinking about things when you was coming up, and then you got to take into perspective. I am the parent, and I can't just be the authority because I'm trying to install fear. That's how I look at it. I can make y'all ass fear me all day. That's kind of easy, but that's not going to get the right results.
it's
Right,
it's
like
it's 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 to me, like our parents, right, didn't
Structure.
have the
That's what I'm
luxury to be
saying.
like, yo, I'm going out to get fly. You know what I mean? Air Jordans. It wasn't. It was what,
You
60s, 70s.
But you got to
So it was
start
a
it with
different
you got to
time. So
start it
they
with the beginning. Our parents, most of us ain't know our parents. We just, our
yeah.
parents wasn't involved. It was a parent, and maybe we had parents, family members, but we don't. None of us was
extended parents.
was raised by
Yeah.
our parents.
But I'm just saying, even whether you have parents, aunts, it's the mentality is still the same. You understand? They come from an old school generation. You understand what I mean? So it's just different. And I think where the ass whipping came from, it goes back to slavery. Like, you understand what I mean? Our fucking ants, so they took the fucking anger out on the kids, and then it just carried on. That's just my thinking.
I think
Generations
they
to
need their
generations.
ass
If you
whipped.
gotta
Yeah,
wait, if
you.
you gotta work in a
Yeah,
fucking in a
It's a
plantation
fine
all
line,
day,
but you have to whip their ass. You don't whip their ass. They ain't gonna have no discipline.
but
They ain't
it's
got
the
no
way though.
discipline.
It's the
It
way.
ain't no way. You bet. It's only one way to keep your ass alive. This shit ain't about it ain't about a game. It's only one way to keep you alive, because that's what I'm raising you for. I'm raising you to be productive and know how to move within society. I got to raise you for this shit right now.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't gotta like your father didn't have to punch you. You understand what I mean?
Yes, he should
Especially
have
it,
if he was there.
huh? You said,
Yes, he should have if he was there.
but in
oh well,
hindsight,
but I'm
okay,
saying it's the
but check
way.
it
Like
though. Hold up,
it.
Pop.
Uh-huh.
Pardon me. So
Mm-hmm.
on one behalf, Land, when you was talking about the fear side, now that's how it is. Now, unfortunately, I didn't raise my oldest son, but my youngest son, right? That's what I focus on with him, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
I was afraid of my father, right?
Uh-huh.
So I make sure that I communicate with him. Now, earlier, Land, when you was talking about, after the beatings and you feel bad, that's how I feel. Like
Yeah.
literally, I really felt that way. So like, and then I had the gap. I had the 4-year gap with him. You get what I'm saying? So when he was a baby, a toddler, I may have popped him all of 2-3 times, not even. And then me coming home, and then the pandemic, the 2 visits that he's been on. So I spanked him twice, right? And after both of those times, I felt like a piece of shit. You know what
That's
I'm
because that
saying?
saying is true when it said this gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you.
But
You
all of our
just don't
parents did the
understand
same.
that.
All of
You
our
don't
parents, your
understand
parents
that
did the
until.
same thing too. Like
What you mean?
all of our parents, when they whipped our ass, I think they felt because
No, I understand,
I
but
don't know,
that's what
man.
we had to become older to understand that.
yeah.
But we
But
saying the
like,
structure still made us go about how we do things different. Like
what I was, not to cut
Go
you
ahead,
off, what I
Diesel.
was
you
going to
can,
say
go ahead.
about the hitting part, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, even if he did punch me, right? At first, teach me how to fight at least.
Mm-hmm.
Teach me how to fight, and then, yo, what's up? Throw your hands. You did this or whatever, so let's get it on.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
that. But don't take advantage of the fact that I'm a kid, beat my ass with your fist, and then tell me to fight back, and I'm looking at you
yeah,
like,
yeah,
what the fuck, my nigga? Like, how I'm supposed to fight you back? Like,
yeah,
I'm already looking up to you. You know what I'm saying? And then
yeah.
I'm already looking up to you for one. Two, I don't know how to fight, and then you telling me to fight you back. Like, so that's the part that I regret. That's the part that built that anger. And then, you
Mhm.
know, after whatever incident it was, when he told me that he would kill me, I'll kill you for messing with my mother and sisters. So,
Mhm.
like, when he had told me that, I kept that in my brain forever and
Man,
a
yeah,
day.
you not, yeah.
Because
Like,
you
my
already
cousin, my cousin make me laugh. Like, he tell the story, like, yo, I remember when you first called me and told me, yo, he said he would kill me. And he was like, and he said, I was like, he said he was like on the other end, like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? He said he watched him. He said he was watching him ever since that day. I
So
felt
you
like
Yeah.
when he
believed
first
him?
told me that.
You
know what I
believed
mean?
him?
Nigga, of
I
course
believe
he
I
as a
believe
kid.
who my cousin. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I
Like,
said you
I,
believed your
I think,
father when he
Father,
said he
you
was gonna
said,
kill you.
hell yeah, I believe him.
And
Especially
you and when
because
he was
you
telling you
gotta
to fight
remember,
back,
you
when he was
gotta
telling you to fight back, what you took that as?
you said, what did I take it as? I
Yeah,
didn't
what
yeah,
I
did you
didn't
take it
fight him
as?
back. I didn't
No, but
fight him back. In my brain, I'm like, what you mean? Like, you know, I'm like, fight you back. Like, I don't know how to fight, but I'm looking up to you. Like, you my father. Like, how am I, or why am I supposed to hit you
but
back?
his
Like, you
but
get what
his
I'm saying?
point is I don't think hit him back, meaning, but if somebody's getting to get to you to a certain point, at least swing back. Don't take it. Don't be submissive. Show
But at the
some,
end of the at the end of the
because I
day,
don't
that's
think
like
at
when your
no point
mom
I'm
beating
thinking you're
you.
gonna whip my
That's like
ass.
after, but that's after you done something and your mom beating you with the belt, and she like, fight back, nigga. Like, you get what I'm saying? You not turning back. You're not turning around on your mom as she's swinging the belt on you or whatever. You trying to get away.
yeah,
So
yeah,
like when he
yeah.
at that time, at that age that I'm at, you get what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get away from. You
Away
get what
from,
I'm saying?
yeah.
But now in hindsight, I see what you're saying, Land. But at
Mhm,
least I would at that point, Bus would know how to fight. You get
mhm.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying? If I'm telling him to fight back, like throw your at
yeah,
least like put your hands up. Like you see me hitting you, I'm doing this because of what you did, but at least defend you. Like I would at least do that. But
yeah,
like you
yeah.
said, I see the difference now, being older, being a father, and just knowing what he was going through at the time. But yeah, I thought he was gonna kill me, Land,
I'm
because
gonna
you
explain
gotta
that point.
remember I was like an outsider. I
Mhm,
came from Cleveland. So it was like I already felt I was being sent away and I was so active, which was great. They had me so active, my aunts and grandmother, that I thought I was adopted at one point. Like, damn, what, they don't want me? You know, summer camps or wherever I was going, like
mhm,
basically. And I already was missing my mom. So when he told me that, I'll kill you for messing with my mother and sisters,
mhm.
it like separated me from the group. Like, okay, well, where's my family and kind of thing. And that, on top of the depression and the anger and everything, that like separated. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? That caused like a division with he and I, basically. You know what I mean? Because yeah, like you said, I definitely believed him. You know what I mean? I thought that it would, I, because of everything else. I guess because of the atmosphere of everything else. I guess the energy. You know what I
No,
mean?
I understand. I'm just asking the question because I'm looking at it from both aspects. So, as he's saying, I
Yeah,
would kill you. I'm not looking at it as I would kill you. I'm looking at him as saying, like, basically, know that if you mess with my mother or my sister, how dare that's going to be like you striking, like you doing something
exactly,
towards me.
exactly,
That's what I would have
exactly,
take out of that. Not like you would really kill me, just like with the fight back, nigga. When you hitting me, that's just meaning like even if you hit your child, like that'll make me stop hitting my child. If I hit you and I see like you fold up, because I don't ever want to make you timid.
right.
I don't want to be
That's
the
what
reason that you become timid and you never want to strike and you feel like
exactly,
so that where the strike the fight back part of come, because I don't want to continue to hit you and you not at least moving or trying to push my hand or kicking or doing something.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So
Yo,
that's just what I was saying. Huh?
shout out to Big C. Shout out to Corey. He said, "What's up, fellas?"
Yeah, I don't even know if Papo can hear us when he off for a second, so I let him do what he was doing. But I just didn't want him to miss the chatter. But nah, I understand your point. I look at it, but you say always where I'm from, like it wasn't no hood in you when you was young. Like I'm from Ohio. You said it's like Cleveland, like
Yeah, but at the
you
end of the
making
day,
it sound like you came straight off a horse, nigga. You black.
yo,
What's
nah,
going
but
on?
that's like a major integrate part of the story because it was like, you know, me
What the
coming from
fuck did
Ohio,
you
like
come
I
from?
told.
When you keep saying I'm coming from Ohio, you sound like Cameron, nigga. I used to get it in Ohio. I don't know what it is, nigga. What's
Yeah,
going on? Me
yeah,
coming
like
from Ohio.
yeah, bro. It was just the fact of like being a part of something. You know, I was only 3.5 at the end of the day, but my whole world up until 3.5 just vanished. And then it was like everything started again. And it was only me. It was only me. I was the only one a part of the script or the picture, basically. My mom was gone, my cousins, my great everybody else was gone.
As far as
But I
you and
remember.
Bless relationship now, and you kind of touched on it in a previous episode. Do you feel sometimes like you're too soft and you're a punk ass parent?
Yeah, like when it comes to my little man, like I'll definitely I don't say that like a badge of honor, like knowingly, but I I mean he's not even there's been certain there's been certain instances though when I'm like you know that I need to basically go harder or basically be tougher for the most part. Not necessarily discipline wise, but
Even
it's
what you
just
said, I've been away and I might not have been there all of his life. Sometimes that put a strain on a dad where you might feel I have restrictions and I have to go at it a certain way and I have to, crawl back into this situation. So maybe that would be the reason why I tend to act a little, more lenient to the situation.
yeah, in the beginning maybe I could say that like when I had first come home and then he came last year in the beginning of the pandemic. That was like last April he
Mm-hmm.
came, right? But overall I think it's more so because of the distance right now. You
Mm-hmm.
know, if he was here how I wanted him to be and everything, not necessarily with me every day, but at least readily accessible where I could get to him and everything, then, you know, I would be more hands on, you know, but it was like a mixture of the time, it was a mixture of being away and then the timing that we had together, trying to cram everything into one. Like,
Mm-hmm.
don't do that. Don't do this. It was like, oh man, I'm just going to. It was like I felt like I would just be on him all the time. You know what I mean?
I
So
understand.
I tried to. I tried to pick and choose, basically. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, and that got hard at certain times. So yeah, I was, you know, I was lenient at um more times than other, basically. I guess if that answers the question, man.
No, you good. I'm
Yeah,
just trying to, let you give it from your perspective. Yeah, you're a punk
yeah.
ass nigga.
Nah, nah. As far as the
When it come to Bless, yeah, what he say goes. And right now, I run it on them when they call me and tell me I can, participate. I'm ready.
yeah,
I understand. There's
yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
yeah,
But I would love to be a lot more active. So
yeah. Most definitely. Like,
now that you got you, like you said, you might have you a little time in the house because you done messed up that bag by moving fast and trying to get a day off. So is this day even credited as a day off, or is it a call out without absent without calling?
Oh, well, I won't know definitely until tomorrow. Like, you know what I'm saying? Tomorrow morning, you know, when I make the moves that I'm gonna make, then that's when I'll know, you know, if I could at least work Friday and Monday with the weekend, or just the weekend, or none of the days. Like if I just totally fucked the whole bag, messed the whole bag up, like that right there would be the worst part. Like it's bananas, man. How, yo, man, like that really, yo, bro, that really got me tight, bro. Because I was feeling
Did
some
you
kind
really
of way.
need that day off?
Yes, I needed that day off, bro. I needed that day for myself, bro, because I was tired of going through. I was, I was tired of going through you know, I just needed that day. You know what I mean? I just felt like I needed that day, and then I followed the procedure, bro. I did everything that I was supposed to do, and then I get the explanation that, oh, yeah, it says right here that they were understaffed, so they didn't get to your message in time. Okay, so hold up, bro. Like, if you telling me that's what it is, then how is it that you're not going to tell me that I could get right back in on my schedule how normally I would have been able to? Like that really, I went through a whole bunch of different scenarios. Okay, tomorrow I'm gonna go in the office, boom, boom, boom. And then I'm like, well, that, you know, so I had to try to figure out what next step I would even take to be productive and not just go with the negative, like, oh, it's over, basically. Like you messed the bag up. So that's why I was like, I'm gonna give it at least until tomorrow, you know, and see what happens. I got a plan. I'm gonna go with the plan, and hopefully it works out.
I'm feeling the shirt. Let me see the whole thing. That's End Racism. Let me see the whole thing. Could you yeah, just do a
Yeah,
little
this
bit. Maybe come a little
yeah,
closer.
this
I like
yeah,
the
this the
cancer.
end racism joint with the you know, the cancer bowls. So this is the one that we
Yeah.
have, you know, for the Cancer Association. A portion of the proceeds will go to the Cancer Association.
Now you know me. I don't do this for the love. Is what is a proceed really going to? You don't got to say that shit because we on live. If a proceed not
No,
going,
that's the
don't tell them a
plan.
proceed go with. Oh, that's the plan. We plan to send. All
Yeah,
right, say that.
yeah,
Say that.
yeah. That's
Say that for a nigga Google fact us tomorrow and they be like, yo, D-Bang ain't sent shit out to no cancer patients and that nigga already sold 10 shirts. And listen, man,
nah,
this shit
but see, yeah, but at the end of the day,
2021.
but if you had to
Rest
ask,
in peace,
but
Young
if you
Dolph, man.
rest in peace. R.I.P. to Young Dolph. Yo, but if you had to ask how many sales I had made so far, then I would have been able to get into that part. But nah, you're right though. The plan is for a portion of the proceeds to be donated. There you go.
That's
Good
beautiful.
job, man.
I
Yeah.
understand. Did somebody make you actually join that cause? Meaning that
What
was you
course?
affected the cancer? Because there's cancer also, the cancer money on the end racism. I know the end racism is
Oh
basically
yeah, like all of my grandmother's brothers and sisters, all of them passed from different forms of cancer. And my grandmother, she passed away from multiple myeloma blood cancer.
oh, all right. So that's basically a family situation. Yeah.
Family, and then and then outside of that, we
So
all
you
have
make sure you
pain.
checked
So
up, right, bro? Make sure you well, you healthy. Can't
most
have a
definitely,
shirt.
like,
Can't have a shirt on and can't join the fight if you ain't really in it.
oh yeah, most definitely. I've been in tune with my you know, with my visits and my health and everything. So I'm up to date. I'm up to date right now, which is a
No,
blessing.
know what? Like the greatest say, you get to that age, they're gonna try to drain your ass, man. It's time to get that.
Hey yo, cut it out. All right, Larry. I don't
It's
know
time
nothing.
to get that
Yo,
final frontier. You gotta go to
hey,
the doctors and let them soup you out. They gotta
what's that? The
unplug you.
colonoscopy?
The colon, yeah, they
That's what
gotta
they
plug you up.
plug
I've
you
been to,
up.
yeah, they
How
gotta
you go
plug you
from
up.
how
They
you go
plug you
from
up.
how you
They
go
put
from
you in the
unplugging to
matrix.
plug?
They
Oh
put you in the
man.
matrix.
Oh
Yo,
man.
you know what happened when you go to get that colonoscopy? They nigga put you in the matrix. They plug you up. They put you in the matrix.
Why is
Oh
that the
man.
way, right? Why
they
is that
shoot.
the only way they can check you? Why?
I got a better way. I'm gonna tell y'all niggas what's gonna work for me. Fruit.
Yeah,
I'm
cleansing is gonna
not
work for
eating
me.
nothing. If I don't eat no meat, I shouldn't need no colons. You ain't. I'm a man. I'm gonna stay a man. Ain't no doctor. Ain't nothing doing nothing to me. I'm not listen. It's not going down. I
Yeah,
eat plants while I'm going, nigga. Plant sea moss and some burdock root straight from the land. You are not doing it. You ain't gonna plug me in the matrix. They ain't sucking my butt.
I'm not jacking it.
Nah.
I'm not jacking that.
You know, we getting older. They gonna start talking to you, talking about that when y'all go to the doctor. They gonna ask you,
They could talk. Yeah, they could talk about. They know how old I am now.
Might need to, sign you up for get your drain.
Nah.
Unplug you. Get all that stuff out your system.
Yeah, drain.
Gotta go get y'all some Sebi juice.
Yeah, some Dr. Sebi sea moss.
Some Dr. Sebi cleaner.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, I got some sea moss. I think I left that shit out too long, man. That shit ain't smelling right.
Give me 1 second, fellas.
Oh, I need to get some. I want to get some. I haven't had any before.
Yeah, let me see if I can find this. I just don't really know how to like. It's right here, right? This shit is right here.
Yeah.
Let me see if this shit feel good, man. I had it sitting in my car and shit.
But how you supposed to keep it though?
You supposed to refrigerate it.
Oh, so
but it's been cold. It's been cold outside. It's been cold outside, so it's it gets cold in here overnight.
Yeah, but how long was it in the car for though?
I think about 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, so see, that's the catch right there. And you already said it ain't smelling too right, so that's what you gotta check.
Yeah, I don't even know if this shit, I don't know the shelf life. You know what I mean?
You don't really want to join the matrix. You better get you some sea moss.
Yeah, I got mine right here.
Elderberry
got his right there.
It says the purple sea moss gel.
I don't even eat the sea moss. I ain't gonna front it. I do everything but the sea moss.
Oh, it says keep refrigerated. Yeah, keep refrigerated.
You definitely better keep that refrigerated. It's gonna start to smell like fish. It smells like fish already.
Yeah. So it's bad. Throw it out.
See?
No, that's sea moss. It smells like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it smells like fish.
Especially if they ain't grind that thing and put nothing in it. That's why you got to go to them. You got to go to the right people now to mix that thing right.
Yeah, I bought it from a brother that had his natural like he had the black soap and all of that shit.
Yeah, my girl go online, she get the apple sauce, like the mango apple sauce and all that.
Yeah. But how you just supposed to put it in the smoothie? The nigga was trying to tell me how to
take a teaspoon of that thing right there. That's supposed to cure 98% of everything.
What?
Yeah, that's supposed to be the lifeless, but the life.
You supposed to just put it in the tea and just eat it just like that.
Yeah, just get it in your system.
Where do you get the sea moss from?
I got it from a flea market in Baltimore.
It's crazy now. You can get it from 145th.
Yeah, you can get it. Yeah, you can get it from
They got go to any like
natural food
vitamin store, and they usually have it.
All right.
That's what sell it to you in bulk.
Yeah.
If you go to a
So what type?
A regular juice bar, they probably. It really don't matter. Whatever kind you can indulge, because that's not it's not tasty. I'm not gonna tell you that. It's not.
You said it's not tasty.
Yeah, it's not a good taste. It's not something that you're gonna say. I'm definitely gonna wake up in the morning and have that. Nah, it's not that. It's not that at all.
Most things that are good for you don't taste good.
The first time I had it, my soul gave up. I had to let it loose.
Gave up.
I had to let it loose. Everything came up. Everything.
Hey, yo.
Everything.
Now see, that just held me off right there. I don't know. I don't like that regurgitation.
You know me. No, I had it raw. I had the straight powder. I had it right off the goddamn beach. It wasn't. It was too
What you mean
potent.
off the beat? What you mean
It's
off
sea
the beat?
moss.
Like,
Where do you think it's coming from?
hey yo, so you had the raw
This man
nature,
gonna
like
ask
you
me
took a
what you
piece
mean
of.
off the beach.
I'm saying because you basically
Yeah,
saying
I had
like
it
you was at
raw.
the beach and you just grabbed it. Oh, it was some sea moss and you just ate it.
I'm saying that's how potent it was. Yeah,
That's all right.
that's how potent it was. Yes, it's
That's
different forms
bananas.
that you can get. Is the way that he's saying he showed you his was in like a it looked like it was almost like a jam. So it was like an elderberry. So it's mixed with something. So it has sea moss in it. It
Right.
doesn't have what I'm trying to take into a teaspoon or whatever. It doesn't have. It has that much probably in the jar. You're not gonna
Yeah.
consume
But
the
not in
jar.
that. Yeah, I got
Me
you.
taking it, I'm gonna put it in a shake. So I'm gonna consume a whole lot more. I'm gonna take probably 2 teaspoons of that thing right up, and that's how it came right up. And I might have then blended with the right fruits. You know, it's all
Yeah,
what
you
works
gotta get
together.
the right combination.
Yeah, what works together. So my combo might have been off. I
Nah,
might have
that's
thought
true.
I threw a fireball, and it might have been all you can. Yeah, that joint came up just like that. All you can.
Oh, you
Yeah, but the super joint where he can jump in the air, hit you with 1, come hit you with 6, then
oh,
when you want to smack a nigga as soon as he finished that move, like yo, fan, you knew all you had to do is
yeah,
one move
yo.
and the game over. Oh, you
Oh
can.
man.
God bless.
So what else is good,
Great
man?
Boogie Barnes, you know that's how he used to get a nigga in that corner and laugh at you for a day. All you can. My day is all right. I can't complain. It's no need to. Let me ask Papo how his day been. How your day been, Papo?
It's all right. I went to the beach, well, by the water, just to look for a quick second.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it, man. I'm back here.
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but it ain't no real beaches unless a nigga, take those trips. I tried to go to the beach, one of these beaches, Jones or whatever the names is, the ones that wanted to see.
Nah, I'm about to real. I went to Virginia Beach.
All right, I'm not. I never been to Virginia Beach, but I don't know if it's one of those beaches.
Nah, that's you at the tip of the fucking ocean. Like it's nothing out there, nigga.
I feel you.
That's where the like that area over there is where the slave ships came from, right? Some of the ships came from.
Oh, word, shit.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
You act like I was on a slave ship, nigga. Like I know what up.
No, not you. Not you. Not like me and Pop had come off. Like, yeah, we came off them ships from over there.
They had
Not like that. But
They had my pink ass in the house somewhere.
He said, "Yeah, your
I
pink
only
ass."
went outside 2 days out the week, man.
Them pink y'all niggas had it worse because
I know you
the
had it
niggas
worse.
ain't like you.
Samuel L. Jackson niggas.
Like, damn, where the fuck do we go, nigga? Like, you understand what I mean? Like, damn, y'all just stuck in the middle. Like, fuck. That had to be the wackest shit ever.
When you go to parties thinking you white, and they go, he's nigga white.
Oh shit.
Your hair's permed. His hair's permed.
Oh.
That's Daniel Slave. His hair is permed.
That shit is wild, man.
Man, I couldn't have lived in those times, man. We in the same times, but just saying like that was a little too up close.
You heard? You see, Corey was good.
He said that a minute ago. He probably I don't know if he's still in the room. He probably.
How many people watching?
I don't know. I don't even. Don't put me. Don't have me put on my Malcolm X's. That's why you see me on like my eyes might get a little bit Terry. I might get a BMFI because I ain't put on my Malcolm X's. I'll come on one series and I'll be Malcolm X with my shades on. You see, Bang ain't got his glasses on today. He ain't wear his Bruce Banners.
Yeah, my joints aren't far behind, but I'm good. I'm good up close. It's the it's being far, so I'm a little bit too close
Oh,
to
okay.
be wearing the joints, and then I can see
Why you
those
never
joints are like
answer? Why you
bifocal.
never answer these fatherhood questions when you know you just as close as a father to all of us? How does it? Do you feel sometimes like you a punk ass parent and
Who?
you and
This nigga
yours
said me.
and yours just get away with anything? Look, because you don't even you try to act like I'm not even listening. Whatever they do, they do. That's their world.
I mean,
Our
I
question,
don't know.
girl,
This shit just.
or
I
is
just
what?
look at some of these kids. I just be like, yo, what the? I don't know. That's all.
Stop
All I can say is I
blaming.
don't know.
Stop blaming the children.
You know what I mean?
We know they parents.
Yo, I don't know if I think I told you this, Ben, but I was in the Natural History Museum in Washington D.C., right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was at the exhibit with the Neanderthals, like the early humans. It
Mm-hmm.
was this white lady. She had her daughter and her niece. So she was like they had all the skulls, like the progression of the human skull. So she was like, um, if you could, she was like, if you could see the early humans had
You
like
see
the
how he bounced around that question? He
no,
on
no,
the early
I'm gonna
humans.
get there. I'm gonna get
Go
there.
ahead.
I'm gonna get there. But the early humans had smaller frontal lobes, their brains, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because of thinking and all of that shit, right? So she was like, as we progressed, the frontal part of our brain became bigger. That's why our head is shaped this way. So she was like, I always tell parents, right,
Mm-hmm.
that the average kid don't really understand the concept of anything after. For females is 18, for males is 20. I'll say she said between 24 and 26, like around it. Your brain is not fully developed.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, anytime you're trying to talk to a young kid, you tell them, no, don't go there. Or a teenager, don't do this. And they do that, their brain really is not developed enough to really comprehend.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that shit is deep. She was like, yeah. So she was like, when your parents is harder, and that's why she was like, that's why I try to talk to your mother. She was like, she really can't grasp the concept of what you're trying to tell her.
Mm-hmm.
Like her brain is not developed yet. She was like,
So your
that's
whole
why
thing
females is more mature than males, because they develop that part of the brain by the age of 18. And us, it's, you understand what I mean? I was like, wow, that
you
shit
got a
is.
couple
She was
females that
like,
reach out.
yeah. She was like, scientific. That's how the human brains is like. It
Yeah, I
really
heard
don't
that.
develop. Yeah.
I heard that part, Pop, as far as that development. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? With the females at 18, and then
Mm-hmm.
males, later on in their 20s or whatever.
They got to do a
And
new.
then
They got to do a new count. I don't know. No, I'm just being honest. That had to
yo,
be. If that was in 20 or 1990,
Mm-hmm.
that those numbers are not the same.
He said it was
I
not the
took
same.
a,
Are they not the
I,
same? I
You're
think
probably right.
males probably producing a little faster than females now because it doesn't feel like
No, you probably not. How do you know though? I mean,
I'm looking.
he's
he said, I'm
he's
looking.
playing.
I'm looking.
Yo,
What are you doing? I'm looking. Does it
yeah, I
seem
took a
like I'm not going I don't want to turn this into we bashing any sisters, but the sisters said that they would like to be on the forum too. I told them that there was a lot
Come
of
on.
anytime is no
Come
oh
problem.
yeah,
on.
That's
Come on.
that
they definitely,
we welcome you here.
most definitely, we
We
definitely
are,
need them on here on the
yeah, we
forum.
are
So
not
They
trying.
everything,
think
so it'll be
they
balanced.
think we're the dumbest. We're the dumbest people on everything they say is right. So they just think, you know what I mean? No, yeah. Just be like,
Or
all
you
right,
saying females as far as males in general?
yeah. They think we just
I think it depends
you
on
know.
the type of female that you with. Like when I
Mm-hmm.
hear females speak of like in the married roles, like husband and wife is like, oh yeah, they have to do this and that for their husband, but that part of it makes sense as far as the completion and having a helper, basically. You know what I mean? But but yeah, like there's been like there's been like this general thing I've been seeing on TikTok where they've been saying like black men hate black women, you know?
You bringing
And
this
I'm
up another week. Do you hate black women?
no, I don't. But at the end of the day,
I
I
just
was
want the
saying that to
question to
say
be answered.
no. I definitely do not hate black women. I
Do you
was
hate
saying
white
that to
women?
say no, I don't hate any females.
Asians or no? All right. Do you hate any?
No, I don't
Bring
hate any
the shirt
females.
forward when I ask something foolish like that. Do you hate any? You supposed to go no.
I definitely do not hate any females, bro.
Nah, I'm just being
At all.
foolish.
Nah, I know.
But what happened? You saying about the basically the men hating black females?
Nah, I was saying I don't even know why I had brought that up again, man. But
I
I was saying that
apologize.
I was saying that was the when you had said I brought it up again,
Yeah, because you said the TikTok before. I remember that last episode, and you said females
yeah.
saying that
So
we don't. So that's why I was like, hold
Why?
on.
But why would they say we hate black women? Though I don't understand.
That's why I said, do you hate black women?
no,
They
they were
probably
saying
saying
that
we ain't
they
adjust
was
well to their new ways.
Oh, so when you say
Meaning
we hate black women, so they're
they was
saying black men treat white women better than black. I don't understand. So
they
what?
right.
must
So
say
they were
they,
saying
I would
so they so they were saying it in the form of basically like um there's a lot of black men that are dating outside of their race, basically. Like so they're
Oh,
dating
okay.
other females. And
they
they they they were more they were saying it off of that. That's basically the general consensus of what I was getting. You
so
know, but
with the same science done with how many black men are dating outside of their relationships nowadays, did they looking to see why? What are other races doing that the black women are not doing nowadays?
now I don't know if they did all that. I was just going through, all the different topics and stuff, basically, as I was scrolling through the TikToks.
Mhm.
That's what I was seeing in the black TikTok world or whatever. That's what I was seeing a lot of. And I'm like, where is this coming from?
I
Kind of
only
thing.
asked
But
the
it was
question.
coming from them dating outside, and they were saying it was because I guess because I don't know why they were saying it, because it was
We
different
know why
people
you're gonna
saying
say you
different
date
things in the
outside your
comments.
Because
race.
they,
They trying to say you don't like your race. That's why you dating
nah,
outside your race. But what
It
is not
doesn't
being done that you
necessarily
don't
mean
like?
it wouldn't necessarily mean you don't like your race. Like for example, with me, right? I I don't I never
They said black
discriminated
women.
or anything when it came to females. So I basically date all types of females. You know what I'm saying? I've never just been on that, but I was raised a certain. I was going to predominantly white schools, and my aunt would tell me, don't, bring no white girl up in here. But my aunt talks to me about that to this day. How I would tell her, it's not like how it was when y'all was coming up. But that's all. Those are the only females that I saw when I went to school. You know what
So
I'm
did you
saying?
bring a
So
white girl in there?
did I bring them home? No, because they wasn't jacking that. They was being taught in their houses, don't bring no Negroes up in here, basically.
So
But
you
I
wasn't
didn't.
dealing with any white females?
Nah. And then I thought about something also. This is a little off topic, right? But when I was talking to someone about that, right, it was like a trigger because I was like, well, as far as rejection went, I was at a disadvantage anyway, because the first part was like the abandonment rejection with my mom, quote unquote. But then going to school with the white girls, predominantly white schools, and that rejection, I'm looking at it as something was wrong with me, but it wasn't. There wasn't anything wrong with me. So, but that just hit me recently though, and that was deep, because then that played a part of my self esteem and everything, because I was just seeing them as females at that time. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, yeah.
but
At this
I
point, how does that make you feel? Would you date a white woman?
at this point in time, like I mean, I would definitely date a white woman, but at the end of the day, as far as like long term culturally, I don't see I don't see that. I don't see me being in a long-term relationship.
So I'll
You know what I mean?
smash a white
Culture.
woman, but I
So
wouldn't actually
yeah,
marry a
but
white
Bam, you
woman.
know, we can answer this. It's not we dating outside of the race or we hate black women. We
It's
just want
just
the
that,
pussy the easiest way. That's all. And it just so happens.
that they give it up the easiest.
Yo,
Nah, it's the easiest way. So
This nigga
sometimes
yo,
just said,
sisters just
yo.
don't,
yo,
you
I'm
gotta
not
work.
gonna
Saying
lie.
You gotta
But
work.
listen, he's not
So
lying because I went to
About
places where
what
the
you
part?
easiest
listen,
way we can get the
listen.
pussy. That's
I
how
went to
we
places where your success rate actually boosts just because you might have been black, and it, like he said, that made
Oh
it just
yeah, black
easier.
and from New York or something, or
easy.
just black. Period.
You ain't have to be from
Easy.
black.
Yeah,
Black and
nah,
move a
that's a fact.
certain way.
Like it's
Yeah,
easy.
move a
So it's
certain
not
way.
it's not a purpose like, oh, we, you know what I mean? Or any black male.
No, but
That's just
almost
my, even
any
with the,
black, because my
yeah.
nigga was moving in any type of way. Any black. They didn't
So
even have no pick.
I think
Who?
that's, I don't know.
Trying
They
to do
I think
that.
that they feel that way, but I don't really think like black men hate black women, and it's just,
Yeah, like
you
that was
understand?
whack. Yeah, that was whack to me. And then it was whack in the comments how, there was guys that was jacking it, and then there was females, but
Jacking
I
it
saw it
how?
just as jacking it as far as like, yeah, because they like this and they like that. And I'm saying to myself, but what
But
about
that's
your
on
mother and
but
your
that's on
sisters? What
it has
about the
nothing to
women
do
in
with their
your
mothers and sisters. It has something to do with, like he just
that's a
said, their
lot?
preference. They not going on. They going on with either what's easy or what they said, what they like. So
Yes.
with
Right.
that, with a different race, maybe it was easier and it came at abundance. So they was like,
Yeah, but
listen, this is the ones that I'm gonna go to because y'all don't know over here they giving it up like you would do if you knew they was giving it up.
right, but it wasn't just. See, that's what had to be basically specified as far as like, just because they're dating outside of their race doesn't mean that they hate black women, basically. You know what I'm saying? That's just their
Mm.
preference. That's what wasn't being distinguished, basically. You know what I mean? Or that's what I was getting from it.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell y'all the truth.
For
I
the
never
most part.
seen a color. I couldn't tell you. I never seen a color. I ain't
What you
know they
mean you've
was
never
black.
seen the color?
I didn't know they come in black and white.
You know,
Hey, yo. Oh, you was on. Oh,
I've never
so
seen a color. I didn't know they come in black and white.
you out of
this
control.
nigga retarded.
Yeah,
But I love my sisters.
I
Listen, I have
definitely,
no
yo,
preference.
bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd date an alien if they came down and they did something that made me feel a certain way. So I'm not gonna lie to y'all and tell y'all that alien bitch came with something y'all never seen before. Y'all niggas gonna turn off like, hold up, man. I had everything else, man. I ain't had no alien bitch. You really an alien bitch, right? Yeah, man. Come on, man. I'm for real.
Hey, yo, you out of control.
Nah, I'm just being foolish, but I don't have any preferences. I wouldn't like discriminate against anybody as long as they look the way I need them to look. I'm cool.
Yeah, I can't be that nigga on what's the shit? What's that movie? What's the shit, man? Get Out. I can't
Oh
Oh,
be
yeah.
I
Oh,
can't be
that's
that
been
nigga.
like,
but
yeah.
you
They
never
took
gonna
that to
be
a
no
whole.
get out. Nobody want, and no nigga really want to meet the family. Like, so
Be
if
that
you
nigga.
meet more than one or three at the same dinner, you gonna already hold up, B. And then these niggas play around. I already know what's going down. You
Yeah, I
ain't
wasn't
going.
going. Yeah, I wasn't
That's
going to
just
dinner. I
weird.
was
You going
coming up
off?
with an
Nah,
excuse.
I don't need no excuse. That's weird where I'm from.
Shit, if she got that money, you gonna be like, fuck, man, I gotta do this shit.
I'm not no I'm not
Some
no
niggas
Deuce
think that like,
Bigelow.
yo, fuck, man,
No,
she.
I'm not no paid whore. If I
Oh
was a
man,
paid whore,
I'm not saying
I'll
you,
be
but I'm just
platinum.
saying some niggas. That's probably like, yo, fuck. All right, this is what I gotta do.
Nah,
Fuck.
man. No, I can't do it. Can't do it.
Yeah,
Nigga
that shit
done
be
it.
that movie was so uncomfortable, my nigga. I was watching that shit like, oh
Yo,
man,
that joint, yo, bro, that joint was bananas, yo. That
yeah.
joint was bananas. I liked it. That joint was bananas.
Get
Word.
out.
Yeah, that joint was bananas, yo. I was like, oh shit, they really went there.
Yeah,
Word.
Alien Peel.
What you doing right now, Papo? You in the cut in the
Yeah,
car?
I had to.
That's your office.
Nah, I'm at the store. I had to do some IT shit.
Okay.
I'm
Now
chilling. They about to close.
he want to talk all this big world IT shit.
Some
You want Mark
computers.
Zimmerman and all them niggas to him.
The
Oh, it's one of them
business,
out there.
the business
We working
vernacular.
on this Bitcoin, this currency, cryptocurrency. He got the Akeem dollars coming with his face on it.
They about to name the Staples Centers crypto some shit. Cryptocurrency Center.
They
Well,
they
but
gonna
they changing
name
it from the Staples Center,
they
right?
gonna
Yeah.
name it whoever pays the
Yeah, them
bills.
niggas,
He
them
said.
niggas pay, I think, 7 mil.
And that's who gonna name it.
Word.
Yeah, that niggas pay 7 mil.
Those are the ones. Those are the owners.
Yo, bro, that's bananas. It's like
everything's for sale.
Just to get a name up
you
there.
took the words out my mouth. Like anything has a price tag, bro.
You damn right. Want me to put your name on the door?
7 big ones.
look how much it's gonna cost, man. I gotta call my man. But do you want to put you on the door, nigga? All right, that shit right there. In racism, the whole thing, D banger, right on the door.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now
And the next topic,
that.
right?
I want mine on the
We
door.
should do this topic. It's gonna be they might shut us down off a YouTube or whatsoever. But I was watching just TV because I really don't even watch the news or in the morning time, but Sports Center. But I was just flicking, and every channel seemed to had a brother that wasn't, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, who is producing all of these shows? Like, right?
What you mean,
Who's
a brother that
producing
wasn't?
Yeah, you got
a brother like a Michael Strahan. They had it's once Good Morning will have a Michael Strahan.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So I'm like, yo, who is producing all of these shows? Huh?
Uppity nigga.
I wouldn't say it's just when I say not even an uppity nigga, just you know what I mean. A little frugazy. Like you got to be in a certain way to talk. Your mannerisms got to be a certain way. So I'm like, yo, who's producing these shows, right?
Right.
So I'm like, damn, like, are straight men producing these shows? Majority of these shows are gay men. So you understand what I mean? So that's what I want to get into. Like, who are producing majority of the content we're taking in? Like, who are the producers and the writers of these content that we're taking in every day?
We got to get your man. We got to find him. B Rad, the producer. He'll let us know all of that. He had the joint with the producer's couch. He was telling about the kid Stephen Hill. Ain't that the owner of BET or something?
I'm
not
casting
sure. Couch.
Not the producer's couch. It's bigger than casting. They want shows. They're doing production. So he's talking about how he made up a lot of shows that was on BET. How the man try to basically go and try to grab his meat.
Wow.
Hey yo.
Yeah. So
and once the man ain't played the same game, they cut off his line of support.
Wow.
He tried to go over to MTV. They went and brought MTV.
Wow.
MTV.
So they pretty much blackballed him.
Oh yeah, that's the
for whatever reason. That's gonna be I know what you're talking about. That's gonna be deep. You got to sit back, like you gotta get on your journalist. You got to figure out what's going on because it's a little bit of you're gonna find that's gonna be like
because it's like I may have a certain way of thinking, right? And I'm the producer of a major show where millions of people watch. So my thinking and my beliefs or my thought is being displayed out. You understand? You understand what I mean?
Pushing my narrative.
Yeah.
You controlling the narrative. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
So it's very important on what so I don't know.
What I watch because I'm paying attention to what you which way you sending me off. That's why you got this whole. It ain't funny. We've been watching a zombie eclipse for 10 years, and then we get hit with something, and then the whole aspect is we don't want to turn into zombies.
Yeah. Even with it's crazy.
We've been watching all of this about diseases, breakouts. We've been watching this in the making for the last 10 years. We just probably ain't pay attention, but it's been put in our face in various films and whatever. and then it actually happens, and you see how everybody's supposed to. This is where they want your mind. Like you putting is a fear factor.
Yeah.
The game show. It's fear
Yeah,
factor.
yeah. But yeah, even in sports, like you see, I forgot. I was watching Sports Center, but when somebody called out Randy Moss, because Randy Moss was crying about how John Gruden was blah blah blah. So I forgot who was saying this, but he's like, you mean to tell me Randy Moss? You understand Randy Moss, where you know what I mean? I pay straight cash, nigga, is crying because an NFL coach is set. You understand what I mean? So he was like, it's television is really it's really whack. You understand what I mean?
But
they had
they get
Randy
mad.
Moss up there crying. This man up there crying, talking about, oh, John Gruden said this, he hurt me. Like, come on,
Randy
bro.
Moss had himself up there crying.
You know he, he do them. I think he do like the Sunday night or Sunday morning or whatever show now.
That's what he probably needed, somebody to pay attention to, because
like
ain't nobody put that out there but Randy Moss, because ain't nobody was paying attention to Randy Moss. That's why it went down probably.
Yeah, but it's just crazy how, the information that we're taking in every day is coming from somebody else's thoughts. You know what I mean? We taking it in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's very important.
When you really sit down and think about it, like how that's been part of the program all along. Now they talking about, not like it's new or anything, but the MK Ultra program. You know what I mean? Like so like there's been plenty of.
What's MK Ultra? That's the 5G. That's the 5G plan.
5G plan.
Yeah, when they activate the 5G.
It's some next level government-ish. That's all I know, basically. Like I don't know anything else about it other than that, and it being like a weapon. Yeah, conspiracy theory. Yeah, there you go.
That'd be a funny, like you had conspiracy theories.
We definitely
some of that shit. I ain't going front.
Oh yeah, we need to definitely need to pull that up on Be Your Own Therapist, because that right there plays a part in your mental health as well. So yeah, we're gonna put that on the list. We're gonna get back to that one, man. Yeah.
All you got to do is tell me when you need it up. So it look like we're about to end this. Banger, how you feeling, man?
Yo, right
now it's like tomorrow. You ain't gotta get up. So what's the plan?
You got the joke. You over there?
No, I'm telling you reality.
Nah, what you mean? No.
All right, now you want the devil's advocate on the show?
Now
you want the devil's advocate
on the show? You've been on the show.
You want me on the show? But you want the conversation on the show. Now here's gonna start from here. The first thing I asked you, did you need the day off?
I told you that I did, yeah.
I'm asking you honestly, did you need the day off? Where now that you had this day off, now it says since you needed this day off, now you got to be prepared to take 3 days off, maybe a week. Did you really need this day off?
No, what you're asking me is, was it worth it? No, it wasn't.
No, I'm not asking you, was it worth it? I'm not asking you. That'll come later. I'm asking you, did you really need? No. I'm asking you, did you really need it? Like, what did you take care of today? Or you just needed a rest day? A rest day.
I needed a rest day. I took care of my mental health.
So you all right. So that's something that I'm not saying it. That's something that I gathered right before time. I'm not saying that I didn't do it the right way, because I did go about it the right way. I called at the right time that I needed to call. This, that, and the third. I did it all the right way. Did I need it though?
You keep going back to that. You keep chiming on that part. And
if you said you needed it, then you can't be mad that you got the whole weekend, because God probably said you needed a couple more days. That's how you look at it. And maybe I needed the whole weekend. I needed to really think. I didn't need just the day to think, because what I needed to get through wasn't going to take a day. Or it's like, yo, I didn't need that day. That was me just being lazy.
I basically saw it as, in my mind, I said I needed a day, but the universe was showing me something different. Like I was supposed to stay consistent, basically, and just keep going. So that's how, in hindsight, that's how I look at it now. But I I was staying on the part about the devil's advocate because I said from the very beginning when I told you earlier in the beginning of the show, you was talking about, oh, so now you off for the rest of the week. And I said, nah, we not going there. And here you come, we getting ready to do our sign off, and you saying it again. So I'm like, you was doing that from the beginning. But I'm not gonna allow that. I'm not gonna allow.
You can't allow that
negative energy.
No, it's not me
negative
being
energy
no,
to
it's
affect
not
me.
the negative. It's not negative energy. It was just the that's what the scenario is now, because now you know that you have to call tomorrow. Now, if you called today, and chances was when you did it at the correct time, right?
Right.
And you called in and you didn't get in, and you couldn't get to who you needed to get to in time to make that call. Tomorrow, when I'm trying to call for something that has nothing to do with my shift, how are you going to treat that? If it wasn't important for somebody to make sure every shift or whoever was calling out for a shift was on point.
All right. So what I'm doing in the morning, I'm doing my regular scheduled programming. Get up. I'm going right to my regular site. I'm going to let them know, look, I was I'll let them know the situation, basically how I called out and everything, tell them what happened, right? And then what 9 out of 10, what they going to say, oh, you're going to have to call your job coach. So at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, I'll be on the phone calling, and I'll already be at the site. So when he like, oh yeah, whatever, I'll put you back in, then I'll already be at the site and I can keep it pushing. That's what the plan is. And then if he doesn't, at the same time I'm calling him or prior to me calling him, I'm going to call, the big boss, basically, of the borough. And I'm going to let him know. But I'm already at the site. I'm not in my house chilling like, oh, they told me I couldn't come in today. So I'm going to be proactive and show up for work how I was scheduled to, and then see what happens. Now, if it doesn't happen, if it doesn't work from there, and they like, nah, it's quiet or whatever, nothing comes from that, well, then that's when I really got to go with I definitely made the wrong move. You know what I mean? Right
you
now,
can't
it's
call
already...
your bosses. You can't call your bosses tonight to figure out if you can come in tomorrow or figure out this situation tonight?
Nah, because of the politics of the whole situation. He going,
what's the politics?
You have to think for the other person because it's a system. So even though I'll call him, I still have to plug in because there won't be a record of it. So he could
But it's
say,
not a
he could
record of
call
me
his...
calling out. So I'm trying to rectify it all before
there
it gets...
is a record. No, there's a record of me calling out. It's on the recording. They
all
just
right.
didn't get to it in time.
Well, then that's even better. That is a record of it. But I'm saying it's not no record of whatever's going on right now, because you saying you can't get to the recording, which means right now, you didn't hear whatever, and my shit was dismissed or it didn't count. So now that got me punished for whatever reason. So now I got to go through these steps. So now since I got to go through these steps, I'm going to bypass all of those, and I'm going to just call the boss and let him know what the situation is. So if I can rectify that, I rectify that tonight, so I know exactly what's going on tomorrow. Because me calling tomorrow is like, what's the chances of if I call a boss at 8, he's prepared to even deal with that at 8? Who's to say he's coming in at 8? Who's to say the nigga coming in?
Right. So basically at the end of the day, it's like from personal observation, I've seen dudes come in that's been suspended for not even calling out at all. And they called their job coach while they was right there at the site. Their job coach put them back in and they worked the rest of the day. So I've witnessed that on multiple occasions. So therefore, so that's basically the variable that's the variability of the equation that I'm going over.
I've seen this happen before.
I've seen this happen before, and on top of it, it wasn't even in their favor at certain
I understand. They didn't even have. They wasn't even right.
They didn't even call out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, well, if it happened,
did what they accused me
what I'm saying, like that, and they pulled and they were proactive and they showed up, then all right, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna show up, and then I'm going to take the same. I'm going to make the same move basically and see what happens. And I mean, that's all. As opposed to now, the mindset that I would have had in the past, it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I basically messed the bag up. You know what I'm saying? And then I would just basically go into that. I would go into that wormhole, and then that only leads to like more anger, aggravation, and depression. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, that's not gonna work.
So again, what I was saying was I was letting everybody know that we just dropped episode 1 on Spotify, on Apple Music, on I guess it's on iTunes, or you can check for us. Be Your Own Therapist. We just made it official, so we launched that yesterday. I'm just letting that be known. That's episode 1. You'll be able to actually go back and hear all the episodes on Spotify as soon as we upload them all.
So that's how they gonna get me. Like, yeah, nigga, you said this and that.
If you didn't hear me just now, Papa, I was letting everybody know that we just uploaded the first episode yesterday on Spotify. So now we got it on Spotify. We got it on everything.
All right.
So now once we chop up these episodes, we'll have everything available on Spotify for those that, ain't catch it right away, and for those that it need to be shared with. We're about to close it out. What's going on with you right now? How's everything looking? What's your day looking like for tomorrow, Papo?
I don't even know. As long as I'm up, I'm blessed.
Indeed. You still working from home?
Yeah.
So you taking care of both tasks? You got the shop and you working your regular?
Yeah.
Okay. You ain't been editing that lately? How's that?
I got a couple of joints. I gotta do some logos. It's crazy. My brain sometimes I just gotta, you know what I mean?
You ain't gotta do too many logos. You really only gotta do one, man. You don't have to do too many. Just worry about that one. Get that one out of that. Let that be your own therapist. Be what you need to get out your way, and everything else will fall into place. Right.
Yeah.
You're right.
You gotta do it, man.
Right, man.
You know how we do it. What's going on other than that?
Everything's smooth, man. Can't complain. Ready for this?
It's been cold. You ready for this weather?
Nah, it ain't cold. It ain't that cold down here.
Yeah, well, be happy before it get there.
Yeah, that's gonna be the whack part, man. My mood change in the wintertime.
You hibernate.
I
tried to get some other friends up here today. They probably couldn't tap in because they was lost on how everything went once we got started.
Yeah.
But you would have really had a ball a day, Papo, because Omar was supposed to come through.
Oh, word?
Yeah. But everybody got their responsibilities too. Yeah. So it's
Oh, you talking about Omar?
Yeah, man. I'm talking about good old PA. I'm talking about some of them white women my man D Banger was talking about. I ain't no white women either until I went there.
Snow bunnies? Oh, that's where the snow bunnies were showing the love at in PA?
Yeah. I could say the same thing that you would say, but I would say it from perspective, and it's just me being stupid. I would tell you I would never land with no white woman either, but it's not for none of y'all reasons. It's just because I can't see no pink cheeks and no pink thighs all goddamn day, because niggas squeezing them, and so it looked like you were bleeding out all the goddamn time. Nah, I ain't going for that, man. You need some pigment. You need a little bit of color.
Yeah, that melanin. Yo, listen, man, ain't nothing like that. Ain't nothing like that melanin, man.
Bruise you right away, nah, man.
I like being cursed out, and
Man, who's that comes with? The sisters, you saying?
Yep, I like being cursed out.
Don't fuck up your reputation with the sisters.
I like being cursed out.
Nah, but
I be getting the motherfuckers' nerves.
And listen, my wife, she Puerto Rican. She cursed. They cursed. Man. They don't leave room for a nigga to curse. You gotta fall back. For real.
Oh yeah,
that should be funny sometime though, man. That should be funny.
It's always funny.
They be double. Cause she'll cut you out in English and Spanish.
Yeah.
It's with all see, she disrespectful. She gonna make sure all the words I understand.
Oh She gonna make you clearly
She better,
understand.
yeah, she better in the
Nigga
hood.
said,
She ain't even hitting you with the Spanish version. She
Hey,
ain't
yo.
in English. Nigga, I don't want you to
Hey.
guess. Fuck you. I said that
Oh,
shit.
that's
Your
nasty
native
work.
tongue, nigga.
Oh
That's
yeah, she
crazy.
gets spicy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
spicy ain't the word. I tell you, these women, they the new
you
men.
like that.
Wow.
You like that shit though,
Hey, I
man.
ain't saying I like. I'm just saying you can't get but so aggressive. What the fuck you
Nah.
gonna do? You got to
The
learn how.
funny
It can't
shit,
be.
and I hope the sisters don't hit me. Hey, it ain't coming from me.
Who is coming
Oh,
from?
I
what
had
comes
an uncle.
from
I
there?
got an uncle that said he don't like black women because their hands and their feet are too hard. It's like, you ever seen yo?
They
He
feed it
said
too
their
hard.
hand be too rough and hard.
I guess he
I
talking
was
about
like,
that
this nigga
ankle area.
retarded. This nigga, he just being
Hey,
stupid
yo.
though. He said, you see how rough they fit? I was like, oh man, this nigga. It's like, come on,
Hey,
man.
yo.
That's
Hey,
that's
yo.
Nigga crazy.
Yeah, that's the next. Yeah, he on his own type of time.
Nigga shit. That nigga Uncle Ruckus.
I just said I'm not. I don't care who it
You said
is.
Uncle
but I'm
Ruckus
just
Pop?
saying.
Yeah.
I said I don't care who it is. I'm just saying you couldn't be bald headed.
He said bald headed. I'll take a bald headed chick. I don't give a fuck.
Nah, I can't take no bald head
I'll
bitch.
take a bald headed chick.
And no
Nigga.
disrespect when I say bitch. That's like y'all saying nigga.
Yeah.
I ain't taking no bald head bitch.
Bald headed and all that.
Nah,
Put the wig
man.
on.
Especially
bro.
no little nappy, like it's not even all like nah, man.
Bald-headed.
No. Nah.
Yo, bro.
Even
You know
in
what?
the wig era.
Was it you that said one time? No, I don't know if it was you, Ben, but I was out somewhere and there was this sister. You know, she had a low cut. Now it wasn't Ben, it was somebody else. So the nigga tried to holler at her, but she gave the attitude. He was like, "Damn, how the fuck you gonna be bald headed and bougie?" Yo, I was dying.
Hey,
I was dying laughing.
hey,
Yo, you should have
yo.
seen her face though. She was looking real whack. Like the nigga tried to be nice and try to talk, but you know what I mean. She had the attitude. He's like, "Fuck, you gonna be bald headed and bougie?" I was like,
But see,
"Oh
this the
shit."
thing.
That's not
Yo,
sexy,
that's
bald headed. Well, nigga don't want to see scalp.
it depends on how she wear it. To me,
It
right?
never depends. Like a nigga,
Not scalp ball though. Not scalp ball like what Sinead O'Connor or Sade. Sade never was bald headed.
I'm
You know what
Nah,
I'm
talking
this
saying?
no
chick
hair.
had
I'm
this chick
talking no
had
hair
the
bald.
Shazam, whatever the fuck Zane, you know them chicks with the like a Caesar. That's how low that shit was.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
mad at y'all as bald. I'm just saying that's not my preference. I'm not no bald fan. I ain't
Yeah, I'm not.
discriminating
I mean,
against no bald head women. There might have been a couple that looked okay, but I'm
When
not a fan of bald head.
Jada Pickett had the
I'm
low
not a
hair, I
fan.
think she was sexy.
And that's you.
Oh, Jada
She was fucking
was
sexy.
looking good in a little bit of everything. That's a fact.
That's y'all. Jada might have ruined her life with me with that one. I don't want to see you bald.
It said bald.
You got finger waves. Come on, Jada. Ain't nothing more nigga rich than finger waves. They had them shit to the prohibition.
Hey, yo, Lim.
Those
Lim,
the
you
first,
out of control,
yo,
bro.
those the first perk do ever. Finger waves. That shit been around since black and white pictures.
Hey,
Shit.
yo, bro. I
Yo,
couldn't stand them shit, bro. Like when I
nah.
was living out of state, the girls, the females out there used to always get. Yo, I couldn't stand that finger wave shit
Yo,
for
I
nothing,
hated
bro.
that
I
era.
was
That
I
finger
was
wave
like,
era
yo,
was whack to me.
Nigga,
yo, I
the
was
finger
like,
waves and the
yo.
doobies, nigga. The doobies with the Barbie pins
But see,
and the
the
rap.
doobies
Oh, the
is cool
doobie
'cause
rap.
when it
The
dropped,
doobie
when
rap
it
is
That shit
something
dropped,
that,
was
yeah, when it dropped, that body
yeah.
and pizzazz
Oh
is
yeah,
gonna
that's
be something. But
bad.
see, I'm talking about,
That's
I
a
don't,
fact.
nah, I don't want no.
the finger
Yeah,
waves, too much gel.
but that finger wave,
I'm
and then
for you.
what used to get me tight though, bro, was the weaves, bro. Because I didn't know they were weaves,
Oh
bro.
yeah.
And I didn't know about the wigs, bro.
I hate
You know what I'm
weaves.
saying? So bro, like
You ever got
that really,
stopped
you
running
said
your
ever
hand
got
through the
what?
hair? You ever got
And got
stopped?
caught? Oh nah,
No,
nah,
stop.
that
You
never
running your
happened.
hair through the
Yeah,
hair.
not
She
like
just hit
nah,
you, tap
stop.
you like, oh, like what you doing? You don't want to go
Oh,
too deep. What's in there?
yeah.
You got Cleo braids? Nah, I'm out. I'm out.
Hey, yo.
You got set it
Yeah,
off
bro.
under this? I'm out
Yeah,
of here.
bro. Like
You
I
fucking
love
go.
my females natural. You know what I mean? Like I ain't in, not like I won't, not like I'm not. You know, I won't date a female, be with a female that wear weave or whatever. But I'm just saying that's not my preference. Like a whole lot of that all the time. Like I don't. I like everything natural, bro. Like I'm
But
not
it's a
even into
wig
like.
day now.
I'm
Oh
concerned
yeah,
about the
wig.
body. Fuck how
It's
the
a
hair
wig
look.
day.
The body. That's what I
I
feel.
Pop said.
understand that, but
Pop
you
said
got to
just
wake
get.
up and you got to see her. So I
Yeah,
can
you
hear
gotta
all
wake
Yeah,
up
that
and you
about
gotta
it.
see
You
her.
can put
Yeah.
something on and that body
yeah.
will stink. But you got to wake up and see her. So man, I can't. I'm a phase
Yeah,
demon.
like
Your
I'll
body
look
can.
down all day then.
you can't go. No,
I ain't looking for a statue.
I'll look
yo,
away
you
all
can't.
day.
Yo, like I'm not trying to go to bed with somebody and wake up to somebody else, man.
Like,
You
Yeah,
know what I
come
damn,
on.
mean?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You woke up
yeah.
there.
Like, damn, man.
Carlina, wake up to David.
Yo, the
You keep
land is out of
playing, man.
control.
But the
Yeah.
funniest part is if a chick get into a fight, right? I've seen a joint where I had to break up a fight where all that shit, all her fucking weed was, and I'm
Oh,
stupid. I was like, yo, ma, why you gonna do her shit? Like, you know how that shit is real expensive, man. I was like, damn, why you do her? Like, cause I had to break up too, you know what I mean?
But
I
that's
had to
when you
get in
can
the
yeah.
tell
middle.
their
Like,
life. That's when
I
you
was like,
see.
yo, that shit costs a lot of money. You just lost
No,
a lot of money, man.
it don't be that. We be embarrassed.
I was being stupid. I was trying to be funny at the same time, but
We
I
be
had to break up.
embarrassed for you losing all your hair. Be like, oh, shorty was cool. She lost all her hair. But then when you see how she lose it, and you know this is a log, because you know they be suckers.
Yeah.
They grab it, and they never just rip it off. They work it with the track. It's like that shit come off.
Weird.
Word.
So with the track off, you be like, oh, she had a
Word.
glue piece.
Damn.
Oh, she ain't rip her hair out. That was just the glue on. Nah, but she had
Yo,
it
those,
so. It was
yo, that
so.
hair, yeah, that hair be costing a lot for those bundles, bro. Those bundles be some guap. That shit is bananas, bro.
Some
It's
This is
not
a
chicks now, they
full
fair.
put it on
investment.
layaway.
It's not fair
They
being a
put it on
woman.
layaway now.
It's not
They put their
fair.
bundles on layaway.
Some chick put their joints on lay. It's like a payment plan. You get
I
the
be, you know,
Yo,
like
it's a
that's
nat.
the most beautifulest thing in life. I don't mean to cut you off or stop or change it. It's like, you know, as a male, we can do shit that's 10 minutes for real.
mm-hmm.
We can be the 30-minute warriors, always ready in 30.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't gonna take us more than 10 minutes for the shower. Ain't gonna take us more than 10 minutes for the fit. It ain't gonna take
Yeah,
us more than 10 minutes to adjust and be ready.
yeah.
Women,
Yeah, you gotta, They
yo, that shit can fuck up an event. Nigga
for
gotta
Oh,
real.
sit
that's a
through
fact.
that. Like a nigga, like you got to deal with that type of shit. You best for all niggas. I suggest when you and your lady is going out, don't ever be in the house with her and come in about 30 minutes late. Because if you sit through that process, that's gonna fuck up the night. Nigga be ready right away. You gotta sit through the hair, through the fit, through the makeup, and that's a
Yup.
process even when they got here. So imagine a bald head bitch. Not no disrespect, I ain't gonna like that.
Hey, yo,
Imagine a female without any hair.
yo. That is, yo, that is a whole process. And then also in the process of them getting ready, don't do anything to piss them off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
Everything
you'll
pissed them
fuck
off.
around.
They
No,
pissed
what
them
I'm
off.
saying, no, but what I'm saying to you is that certain things that piss them off, you'll fuck around and go out. You may get left. You know what I'm saying? Anything may go down. And don't let it be a double date night. Like I haven't been in those situations. I was about to be in a situation like that,
You don't want a double
pre-double
date.
date situation, but it didn't happen though. But I never experienced the conventional dating and
You
all of
got
that. It's like, go ahead. You got what?
you got to know your woman is your woman. You go out with your woman when it's you and your woman time. Because if you got one of those women that when she just your whole date gonna be like, look at her, look at how they doing, look at that. You don't want to be in the middle of that because you. So I would just keep the energy between us. I'm selfish.
Yeah,
I can't have the
yeah,
whole room because then it's like you can't. That's not even a date to me. That's like You got to keep the peace in every form, because
Yeah,
everybody
but
don't move on the same time.
if you just started dating a female and you try and get the you know what, and she wanted to go out with her friend, and you know what I mean, a
You
nigga
better
gonna
still see if you gonna
walk the
catch it
plank
later.
to get.
Don't be no fool. You ain't get it yet. If you ain't get it
No,
yet,
I'm just saying, that may be, or you just started to get in it and it's good, and you want to. So she might be like, oh, you know what I mean? Yeah, my friend and her, you know what I mean? Let's go, and you get caught up in that
you
mix.
know the rules. You do not want to meet somebody you haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
So
Yo, bro.
stay out of it.
Yeah,
Yo, bro.
Listen, you and your
So
girlfriend do what y'all doing. When I meet you up later, we can chime in, because I
yeah,
got
yeah,
to do something with my niggas anyway.
yeah.
And then you know what? We not messing with each other, because while I'm there, you're gonna try to make sure I'm entertained. You're gonna make sure I'm being catered to. You're gonna make sure
Yeah,
I'm
that
all
shit's
right.
uncomfortable, right?
And then what if I'm all right with nothing? Then I'm being a fucked up boy. That I'm what you so to make it, you got to go out with them, and we got to go out with them,
Yeah.
and we can meet at each other and we can enjoy each other. But as far as trying to entertain, that's gonna be like a chore.
Yeah, and I don't. It's uncomfortable, like you said, being around people you don't know, or you know what I mean. I don't know this nigga. Fuck, we hang. You know what I mean?
I
Or
was
maybe
just
if it's, it depends on the event though. What
yeah,
type of event?
I was just in a situation like that where it was about to go down, and and basically it didn't work out, like, and it was a blind date for him, like I had bagged shorty off the chat line, you feel me, and then
Mm-hmm.
her homegirl birthday was coming up, so
Mm-hmm.
she was like, oh well, we gonna meet up anyway,
Why
so
don't you just bring food here?
we might as well link up over here, and
Mm-hmm.
old boy is gonna come with her. So it's like, so,
Mm-hmm.
but then I'm over here though, and I'm thinking, and I'm like, but hold up though, nigga. They all know each other. You don't even know them. Like that's like unbalanced right there. That's for one.
Mm-hmm.
Then for two, you ain't never done this type of thing before. So
Before, yeah.
the energy is gonna be. I called one of my young dudes, and he was like, "Yo, D, don't have me come over there because you didn't call me about some other shit, and we got to get into some, you know what I mean, some
Mm-hmm.
drama or
Yeah,
something."
yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, nah, bro, it's not even, it's not even that type of situation. It didn't wind up working out, probably because of all the extra stuff. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? All the extra stuff behind the scenes, like because where they say like some people think too much.
Yeah,
I
I
would
do.
fit in that. I would fit in that category, but now I don't consider it thinking too much. I just consider it me thinking out, basically like outside the box. You know what I
All right.
mean? Yeah,
Like
I'm
I
looking at the
understand.
whole. Yeah, so it's like I was playing everything out in my head, and all the different possible
You done
scenarios,
went
and
to somewhere else. You made this way. This could have been the spookiest date you ever had, because that shit just sounds spooky. A double blind date.
yeah, double blind date
This
basically,
got a double
like
blind
that
date
that
at their
that's basically
friend's
what that
party.
was.
At their
Wow.
friend's party. That sound like setup. You already been get out, nigga.
Nah, it depends. Yeah, certain shit.
You know
It
how I would
depends
move.
what type of event I'm going to.
Right.
If it's somewhere where we going together, but then I could be alone with you, where we don't, then yeah. But I don't know. It's just if I don't know people, I don't like. You know what I mean? It feels weird.
What I'm gonna do
Feels
is
crazy.
I'm gonna end this one, and I think I'm gonna come right back, because we're about to touch into a whole nother joint. That's gonna ask a question, or we could do it right now. That's gonna
Oh,
be the
we could.
question. This
Oh yeah.
question is gonna be something I want to ask y'all, since
What?
y'all
Go
bring
ahead.
all of that up.
Go
Because I
ahead.
was saying this. Do you think that men should vacation with friends or with your wife?
Like
You said what?
vacation with your homies?
Do you think you should vacation with your friends or your wife? Because I said one time to my wife, like I said this, I'll make the example. I said females they really need to like take vacations together.
Mm-hmm.
because they don't like to do the same shit we like to do on vacations.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if we was with our significant other, what we want to do on vacations. Our whole vacation is just to set your ass up for the major move. We got something planned. You feel me? They really want to explore, go out, see the city, do everything. They want to do everything. What the fuck is done here? They want to, am I wrong, or do we pretty much be a little bit more settled? It's more like downtime, vacation away from our real life. So it's more like a. Go ahead.
My fault. Go ahead. Finish, Lane.
You go ahead. You go.
I was all right. So we're gonna do a 2-part.
I was just going into that question. Yeah, we could do it for right now because I was just going into that question from where we was leading with the going out with your significant other.
All right, so basically, like for me personally, I think it depends on the individuals because I've been like I would go on a vacation with my significant other. You know what I'm saying? Me and my girl, like I wouldn't have any qualms about that. There was a point in time though when I wouldn't have been into it like that as far as the sightseeing. I would have been the type that would have went on vacation and just let her go out and sightsee or whatever. But then I couldn't do that, if it's just the two of us.
So basically, you just hold up. I understand what you're saying. We understand that. We all saying that we would sacrifice, and of course we're gonna go with our woman. But we just saying in reality, how would you really enjoy a vacation? Because women enjoy vacations different from us. So would you enjoy it? Meaning, how would you have the maximum potential out of your vacation where it's really been to you when you can come back home and be like, yo, I really enjoy myself. I got to take time and do that. And which situation? When you with your significant other or when you with your niggas?
Well,
first of all,
all right.
That's crazy. If I go on a vacation with, I've never been on a vacation with a group of friends like that before. But if I do go, it's gonna be niggas trying to get pussy. So let's be real, right? If I'm married or anything, I ain't going with a bunch of niggas to have fun. Everybody, you understand what I mean?
But what's different with niggas is we'll always leave you behind. We ain't gonna feel no way.
Yeah.
You'll be the nigga we call if we too drunk. You be the nigga like you understand like niggas will find a position for you. You just happen to you would enjoy what we like to do over there. You just saying we went on vacation and me and my wife got to spend a lot of time. What we did, you'd be like, well, in reality, I don't know what we did. I was rolling along. I had fun, but I was rolling along.
Okay.
Yeah, so it depends on
that's crazy.
It depends on the individual in that sense because you could be somebody that you want to be able to go and see the different sites or whatever in the city or wherever you from. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean? Just
how you are. I know how I am.
Yeah, so you
trying to tell us that you want to go sightsee now?
Yo, so basically what I'm saying is that where I'm at, I'm not doing a canoeing thing because my swimming, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that great of a swimmer at all. So it's like I'm not even able to do certain things, but I would want to experience, you know what I mean? I want to experience that part because I haven't done that. You understand what I'm saying? Like I've traveled. You understand what I'm saying? I've traveled and everything, but I haven't necessarily had to travel with like my girl or anything. I definitely haven't gone. I haven't taken any trips with like me and my, you know what I'm saying, me and my bros. That hasn't happened either. Usually when I've gone on trips, it's been dolo.
Yeah. I prefer going by myself, to tell you the truth.
Nah, it depends on when y'all on a vacation. Y'all talking about a trip or a vacation is different.
Well, vacation to me,
a trip could be just happen to go to somebody's town for a weekend or whatever, and you happen to cruise through. A vacation is basically me planning to have fun. This is me. You feeling? I'm relaxing. I'm gonna go to the pool. I'm gonna do it, but I want to do my vacation maybe how I want to do it. You might have this and plan for your vacation. So I'm saying, when would do y'all rather vacation with? With me, it
I
can't
only
be.
see that shit in the movies. I don't fucking do vacations like that.
That's because you always want to sit up. Like when I told you, let's go to Cali. What you want to? Nah, nigga, I ain't going.
Nah, nigga, I ain't flying.
I ain't flying. Only places I got this nigga to go is Atlanta.
Nah, nigga want to fly to fucking Puerto Rico and shit like that.
And then I can't.
It's Puerto Rico and Florida. That's the farthest I'll go.
I went to Puerto Rico and Florida.
Well, that's the furthest I'll go. Florida. And I'm driving. I ain't flying. I just
not
can't
getting
do
on
the
the same
flying
hop.
shit.
Look, I'm
can't
gonna help y'all easy, right? Now, y'all said y'all want to go. You going to Puerto Rico? No, you going to Miami. Where you want to go? Who you going with? Your you want to go with your friends, or you want to go with your wife to really enjoy yourself, right?
Ooh, that's gonna be damn.
Now, which one you pick?
Damn.
Because it changes the trip.
Yeah.
It makes you go from a beach like
it definitely
I
does.
went from the poppinest beach to I just want to go to a low beach, and I want to. It makes
Yeah.
you go from this spot that I want to go to. You understand what I mean now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it changes the
right.
narrative.
Damn.
It definitely changes it.
That's
Yeah,
gonna be
especially
hard,
when
man.
you mention my.
No, all I had to do was say Miami.
Man.
All I had to do was
Yeah.
Miami.
Cause
All you had
now,
to do was
I'm
say
thinking,
Miami.
cause you
You
might want to.
you feeling like you in that position now. I
Yeah,
understand.
it's like you can't really do nothing because you with your, you know, understand what I mean? You with your.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
all right. So yeah, that is interesting. So basically, on my behalf, a Miami trip, I guess that would have to be. Damn, I can't even say both, right? Because I would want to experience both. But I don't even know, man. That's one place I haven't been. I'm not even really pressed on. You know what I mean? I would like to, see what it's like or whatever. But just from what I've heard and everything from the outside, I guess that'll be a better trip for me and my bros. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I want to go to Vegas.
Going to Miami.
Now,
with
see,
the
now
bro.
I hear
Going to
what y'all
Miami.
saying, but I'm like, but see, I hear what y'all saying, but I can sit in a position like Papo, because like what Papo said was true, because I'm in a position where I'd be like, yeah, I'm married, nigga. You feel me? So when I go to trips with my niggas, I'm still just relaxing, but I can have fun relaxing and be myself a little bit more with them than I may want to be with my female, because once I'm with my female, I gotta watch her. I gotta be kind of like protection. I gotta make sure everything is cool. I gotta, you feel me? It's a different task.
Yeah.
Right. You gotta be hands on. I understand.
Yeah.
But I would rather a vacation with my female, because I don't want to go and look for this and that and the third. I'd rather enjoy it with somebody where we can always share those moments. Now it's
right, the memorable experience. Yeah,
it's certain. But now my woman, she's a different one. She don't want to hear that shit. She ready. Once the trip start, we lit, nigga. You better not go to sleep. I'm dying. Nigga. Zombie pulling behind. Baby, can we rest? When you get home, we extended the trip.
You want to go to like Martin or with Chilligan's Island and shit?
Yeah.
Oh shit, fucking Chilligan's Island. Oh man, but yeah, that's interesting. I want to go Vegas though, but I don't know if
you gotta want to get on a plane, man.
I go to Vegas with my girl. I go to Vegas with my girl.
That sounds good until you get to Vegas. And then you notice I can't really enjoy Vegas because I'm on a restriction. Where am I going?
Yeah,
I really ain't gonna want to get into nothing too much in Vegas.
None of us is gonna enjoy ourselves.
I want to go by myself though, on some real shit.
My whole point is not we don't belong together doing it. My whole point is how do we get the maximum enjoyment out of
enjoyment? Oh, okay,
that's what it is. Because females, I'm protesting for them. They enjoy trips with females way more than they enjoy a trip with a nigga.
Depends on
what they nigga is like sightsee. It don't matter who they nigga is.
That's when they go shake their ass and shit.
Yeah, with my girls, I can take my ass. My girl can feel my titties. We can roll around with my girlfriends. We can do all that in the house, and I ain't cheap. Look, I showed them my new lipo. The bitch know where my nipples at. She know how that's just girls do.
Yeah.
You feel me? So what they trips is really trips. Us, we niggas are split up. Niggas in the town, you'll go this way, he go that way. This nigga got family he want to see. This is a different, you know. So
that's a fact.
It's different scenarios for you to enjoy what's going on. That's all I'm saying. And they seem to enjoy it when they together, and we seem to enjoy it when we more together because we get to do a little bit more.
Yeah, that definitely.
It's not even that you get to act up, but it's just that you get to do a little bit more. You get to watch a lot more.
Yeah,
I can't lie. I'll be on vacation. I feel like I'll be a dog. Because if you say no, you fucking up the mood.
That's a fact.
Nigga, listening to the playlist. I don't know so many goddamn songs. I'm thinking I know Spanish.
Nah, but as a matter of fact, I think like when we went to Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
When we took that trip down there with but that was fun. You know what I mean? That was fun.
And then we ain't do nothing that was really highlighted. Just nigga shit.
Yeah, we just
regular nigga shit. Just really traveling on the road, getting on the road, rolling blunts, going from town to town to town to town to town. Nothing spectacular.
Yeah.
Which y'all niggas did with the Wet Willies, okay. With the Central Station, all right. You feel me? Wasn't nothing really spectacular, but you felt you was in the mix of what was going on and you had your fun as a nigga.
Yeah.
Went recorded in Columbus, did a couple things.
Yeah.
Made it worthwhile. Even got some work done. That's what nigga, that's the whole thing I think about nigga trips. Niggas always start to think about work. Because once I got to Puerto Rico, I ain't gonna lie, ask Papa, I was calling him the day of. Yo, I need to see how much a flight is, nigga, because I got this whole joint for a week. We need to get you down here, nigga. We can shoot a movie.
Oh,
Nigga, think about work. Nigga, oh, we got all this scenery for what? Nigga, I ain't gonna walk around looking like Pablo Escobar here for nothing. We gonna get us something going on, nigga. Catch me in the straw hat, nigga. I'm on the beach. The plane. Look at it.
Yeah.
For real, nigga always thinking business. They gonna turn that job on right away.
Yep.
You on everywhere you at, you think about something. So that's the difference to it. You allowed to work a little bit more when you with the niggas, because the niggas don't understand. They just get bad at the end. Yo, this nigga think we on his little movie trip. Kind of catch on to that at the end.
Yeah. Gotta go get the little lady her ice cream. She gonna text me.
Look,
you gotta make sure you bring that ice cream before you get back.
And what's the say? Look. No, what is the whole
get that ice cream, nigga, before you get back over here?
Don't forget that
question for one from the beginning. And she told this man, text him. She didn't say nothing else. He was in that car. He know to do what?
Get that ice cream.
That's a fact. Don't go in that house without it either.
Better don't come back without this ice cream.
Do not come back in this house without that ice cream.
And if they ain't got it there, you better find out where it's at.
He driving. That nigga go find it. They Googled the market. These kids is crazy with it.
Where you at?
I joined 1.4 miles away from here, Daddy. All you got to do is take this expressway, and they ain't playing with that. Nigga can't lie no more. They go, yo, McDonald's ain't open, you little motherfucker. McDonald's that's open, Siri. You got 4 McDonald's in your area. You saw niggas say.
Hey, yo.
And look at you. So you lied to me. You lied to me, Daddy. Now what you gonna say? Y'all lied over some fries, nigga.
She clean up today, man. You get a treat. If you clean up, you get a treat.
They know you clean up, you get a treat. Don't try to make it seem like she got no chores, nigga. She eat ice cream at 9 o'clock. That means she's staying up to 2 in the morning. You motherfucking kids rule. That's the whole episode. And I bet you call her back if they ain't got the flavor and try to wheel a deal. Listen, they only got now we know every time you put your camera down, it was just to get an order when you come in the house. Nigga, get this right. First thing you did was check to see if you had a mask in the car. And he was like, yeah, I can go. That's crazy. And they ain't want to mention. He ain't mentioned her all episode until the end when he going, yeah, I gotta go get this ice cream for the little girl.
But and as a matter of fact, right, this is a topic. So raising, what's the difference between raising a girl and a boy? You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
yeah,
different, totally different.
It
What
depends.
you think so?
yeah.
I
That's
know so
that.
because I
Well,
didn't
yeah,
try
you
to
got,
do
yeah, you
nothing.
got it,
I
you
didn't
got it.
do
Yeah, I
nothing
forgot. You
between my
got it.
girl and my
Yeah.
but they're that close. That kind of helped them too, because they're close. So
Okay.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
how you discipline, like, I didn't come into the daughter situation until I got with my
well,
girl,
with the
and
discipline with a girl, I looked at it always as my life. I'm sorry, as you handle that. The mother got to handle that.
Mm-hmm.
She get hot
yeah,
in her mouth. That's something you got to handle. She ain't gonna test me to a certain limit, but I ain't gonna be sitting there. I ain't gonna beat the mother. So I ain't gonna do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
But if
like
she
I
be
didn't come
bad and
into
the mother didn't beat her, then I would have to. I probably would have to step in, but
Yeah.
I would get her mother. I would try to.
No, but going back to the topics, are we soft? Like, I think
Yeah.
when it comes to girl, you more softer than, you
No,
understand what I
I
mean? You
would
let
think
them get.
no. I think you more harder on a girl than you are on a guy.
You think so?
I know so. I don't ask nothing about son.
Word.
I don't know
well
why,
for me,
because your whole thing is for your son to be tough. When you want your girl to be a lady, so you're trying to build somebody to be tough, and then you're trying to build somebody to be a lady. So to be tough, you're gonna make sure you don't put too many restrictions on him because you want him to kind of figure things out. Now,
Mm-hmm.
as you want somebody to be a lady, you're gonna give her a lot of restrictions because you, as a man, know what are no-nos when it comes down to what you're supposed to do as a lady.
No, not even that. Like,
Your
let's
mic
say
is
if
off.
they want something, like, oh, daddy, I want this, blah, 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 blah.
Or either you're in a
Like,
bad
nah, you know
spot.
what I mean? So,
That's how I would look at it if we
yeah.
talking about the differences between you raising them, because it's physically it wouldn't be no difference, because if you yell at the girl and she respond 95% of the time, the boy gonna respond the same way. You might have to show him that once he get big or he your size that
Mm-hmm.
listen, nigga, you still a little man, but other than that,
Mm-hmm.
he gonna respect you.
Yeah.
Girls might push you to the edge more when it comes to actually what they do. They gonna definitely push you to the edge more because you can't really do nothing. So it's like
Yeah.
you want a bender.
Yeah. That's
That nigga try and
yeah,
get that ice cream. That's what he making sure he get right.
this nigga.
So y'all know
yeah,
that first and foremost. I'm gonna get back to
and
you in a minute, Papa. We're about to end this off.
my situation with the daughters
So
was
bam.
different because
We
like
done
my step,
danced around a couple topics. We done had a couple people come in and out, but that's the way it's supposed to be. We're gonna definitely chop this down and have another one of those things complete. Finish this up in a second. How you feeling at the end of this episode?
yeah, everything is good. I was saying as far as like my daughters go, my stepdaughters, like when I came into their
Can't hear
life,
you neither. Hold on. Yeah, that probably was me. So you was able to hear him?
yeah, I was able
Was
to
you
hear
able to
Pop.
hear Papo?
Yeah, I was
You
able
was
to
able to
hear
hear
him. Can you
Papo?
hear me now?
I'm good. I hear everybody. I'm good.
That
Can
was
you hear?
me.
Yeah, yeah, I'm good.
So can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Lane,
yeah.
you can hear me?
I can
Oh no,
hear you.
yeah, I don't. We were having some technical difficulties, Pop. But I was just telling Land, like as for me, I have three stepdaughters, and my
Mm-hmm.
the youngest two, they were 16 when I came into their life. And the
Mm-hmm.
oldest one, she was grown, but it's still different though because of the bond that I have with them. So
Mm-hmm.
I noticed, like I would say to myself and still say, Like if I had been here the whole time, you know what I mean, raising them, like I already know I would have been, you know, they would have been spoiled because it's like I want to do stuff for them now. I'm just so happy to have daughters. You get what I'm saying? It's like I want to be able to spoil them and do certain things for them now, but I'm not, you know, I'm not fully in a position to be able to do it. But at the end of the day, even that, just that experience of being with them, you know what I mean? That's been like, there's not even like a price tag that I could put on that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
The bonding, the love. I've all my closest dudes, you know what I mean? When they had their daughters, I always saw, you know, like a different like a change. You know what I mean? A change with them basically.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, so basically it's like with my daughters, that's basically what I started to see. Like my perception changed. I started looking at things differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Even with
yeah,
them being older, even with them
yeah,
being older and everything. You know what I mean?
yeah. You're right, cause I even with I really don't. So this is uh I'm the same situation. My stepdaughter, I came into her life when she was I think 4.5, 5, and now she's 11 now.
Oh, okay.
So that was a whole nother experience for me. You know, you understand what I
Right.
mean? So
Right. That's a fact.
it's yeah.
And you had kids. You had kids already, right, Pop?
No, I don't. No. That's what I'm saying. So no.
Oh, so that was your first
So this,
experience with a child, and the
yeah,
fact that she's your stepdaughter. That was,
yeah.
yeah, that was a whole, yeah, that was double
So
for
it's
you.
a
Yeah.
yeah. So it's, you know what I mean. It was new for me.
Right.
You know what
Right.
I mean?
Right.
Cause even certain times, even though me and her mother wasn't getting along, but I never wanted to leave. Cause you understand what I mean. It just feels,
Yeah.
you don't want people. You don't want people moving in and out of. You know what I mean. So I always had that in my mind.
Right.
Like, damn,
Right.
Now
I
you
may
got
not even
another.
get along with your mother, but I can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I was just telling you. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? Like my stepdaughters are older, and their mother and we're basically on the hiatus. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Right now, basically, right? But that's the thing that I've been going through, like wanting to talk to them, wanting to spend time with them, but you know, me and their mama together, but not together. Like we on good terms and everything. We just building our friendship. We're building our friendship bond, basically, at the end of the day, right? But
yeah,
I still want to be able to spend time with them and talk to them, and I miss all of that. You know what I mean? And that right there has been the hardest part. You know what I mean? Like missing the kids, and then her grandson, me and him are like this. You know
yeah,
what I
yeah, yeah.
mean? So the bonding with the kids, irregardless of the relationship. Like I've been trying to balance that for the longest. Like, you know what I mean? The relationship and then my bond with the kids. Wanting everything
Kids,
to be
yeah,
like
yeah,
this.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
irregardless of what's going on with me and their mom, I still want everything to be good with me and them. But in
yeah,
my mind, I secluded myself because I'm like, well, that's their mother, nigga. Like at the end of the day, those her kids. So it's
kids,
not
yeah.
like
She can.
they not gonna take her side, you know, kind of thing. You know what I mean? But
hmm
yeah, so
But I
I
think as they, when they grow older, I'm telling you, they're always gonna appreciate and remember. You understand what I mean? Because people don't forget, especially when you're good to them. You know what I mean? Well, some people,
so
but
I learned
kids
you
don't.
never
I'm
know the
telling you,
impact that you
yeah,
have on people. Yeah,
on
not
somebody,
to
yeah.
cut you off, my fault.
So,
Yeah,
yeah, but yeah, that's good. All you gotta do is be a good person, man, and you know, good things gonna happen.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's a fact.
I'm sorry, my headphones cut off. Y'all know how them beats is. I ain't even know shit was. I'm going. I can't hear y'all. Y'all probably was like, we talking. I don't know what's
Oh
going on
yeah,
with you. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Nah,
I
you straight.
apologize. I see y'all got deeper into the issue once I slid
Yeah,
off for a second.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
They
we
be
was
scared. Y'all be
we was
scared to talk. They be one.
Nah.
We gonna have another session. I'm telling you, it's gonna be called Step Kids War, man. Niggas that's not playing that, man. You can't take the kid once we fuck that. It ain't no. It's a battle.
Word.
It's called Step Kids
Yeah,
War. We gonna take you to court, B, for our step kids, right?
word.
Nah, but I think I heard. I don't
You
know
can't
if
get
this
mad
is
at me
true
and
though.
now I done put it on. You see
I don't
how
know if
that
this
nigga
is true
Lamar
though.
was on BMF. They come
But
back
hold up, and
home.
y'all could correct me. I don't know if this is true though. Y'all could correct me. But I think it was a situation, right, where a guy was the stepfather to some kids or something like that.
Mhm.
And being that he was in their life for so long, when him and the mom split up, he had to pay child support,
Well, that can be.
even though it wasn't his kids.
There's niggas that pay
He
child
did what?
support. That happens
You
every
said he
day.
had to pay child support.
Yeah, I don't know.
It
I
happens
heard it
every.
somewhere. Yeah,
All he had to do
Oh,
for that
maybe
is
he.
because
all he
he
had to
been
do
in
was sign papers. All he had
he
to do
been
was
in their
sign
life for
papers.
so long.
When they asked
Oh
him
nah, that
who's the
that
head
then
of
that
income, they put him.
Wow.
That's all.
or maybe he signed. Maybe their natural birth father wasn't on the birth certificate, and he signed the birth
Ain't
certificate.
it
I
don't
think
even take it
How
don't take
he
that
paying
much.
child support if it's not his child though?
Because he was
I
taking
don't.
care of them while they was there, and they
Yeah,
put on whatever papers that he was their financial supporter.
Oh
So
wow. Yeah.
he
Yeah, but
probably
still though.
cashed in for you thinking this don't matter. He probably cashed in for them for taxes and all of that. They letting you file the paperwork, and every time that you put in that you are a support, you supporting this child.
Oh wow.
Now
Yeah.
once it comes down to when you leaving, who was supporting this child? Oh, you was the one that was supporting it, so you
Oh
got to
yeah. That
continue.
makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense to me to a degree, man. That
But
still sounds like the system. Like
that's
at the end
crazy.
of the
Like
day, but I
that's
get what you're saying though. I get
That
what
ain't the
you're saying.
system. That's just how the laws go. You know, that's like you meet, and that's how you get into the
That's
step
the
kid.
first time I ever heard of some shit like that. I ain't
yeah.
never heard of nobody having to pay no child support for a kid that ain't theirs, whether they was
That's a
taking
lie.
care of them or not. That's the
That's a
first
lie.
time I ever heard of some shit
I
like
gotta
that.
go
That's a
research
lie.
that. We gonna
I
research
surely
it and
wouldn't
bring
have
it
done
back
no shit
next
That's
like
a
week.
that.
lie. We got
They
personal.
wasn't gonna garnish my. They wasn't gonna
We
garnish
got
my pay
personal
for no shit like that.
we
They
got
said they
personal
wasn't touching my
situations where we know that this thing went on. So
oh, word.
it happens, brother. Believe me, it happens.
Wow.
No,
And
I was just saying that's the.
it can
I
happen
was
it can happen for the course of almost a lifetime.
right, but what I'm
15,
saying to
16
you is
years
this.
is a long time for something to go on like that. So it's been brothers who had to pay child support for children that wasn't theirs before.
No, I
Wow.
listen. This is what I'm saying to you. When I'm explaining, what I was saying is that I just hadn't heard of that or experienced that with the kid that wasn't theirs at all. Now, as far as a female telling you the kid is yours, and then you finding out years later after like a blood test or something that the kid wasn't yours, and you didn't pay child support, like I didn't heard of situations like that. But that
But
was
no
my first
disrespect.
time.
I ain't mean to cut you
Go
off.
ahead.
I'm about to say, even in an event, what you talking about? If you paid 15 years and found out that child wasn't yours, you still gonna be forced to keep paying.
Wow.
You're
Yeah.
the only
I think
child
I
that
heard.
that
Yeah.
child
Yeah.
knows.
Yeah.
You're the one who's been supporting him for 15 years. It ain't gonna stop now. You just found out the shocking truth that listen, that ain't my son.
Yo, Land.
Nah. I think you
So hold
you
up.
might have to go to
Hold up.
court. I think
Hold up,
yeah.
Land. This is what
You
I'm
ain't getting
saying.
no child
Like,
support money back.
Why
hold up,
not?
pause. Hold up, pause. Like, all right,
Go
so
find a nigga.
on one half, I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop providing for him as my son or her as my daughter when it comes back that they're not my child. That's for one. But for two, there's no way that you're gonna tell me that once I do the blood test, say they're 12 or 13, I find out through the courts that they are now not my child, that you going to tell me the court or whoever is still going to make me legally pay for them. That's not
If
happening.
that
Now, I get
female
the concept of that,
If
but
that female ain't
nah,
get
bro.
married or move on, yes, you are. If she ain't
Where?
got no
Because that
legally binding papers to say that she's been married where somebody else has to take on this situation, then it is gonna be your situation, bro. I
Wow.
understand what you're saying and I understand how you feel, but that's not how it goes.
yeah, but it depends on what state you're talking about now, and then the
Well, we
laws in
can
that state.
only
Because
talk
it's
about
not like
our
that
state.
all across the board.
Well, we can only talk about the state we lived in. I ain't come from Cleveland. I'm just I've been here since the start. So,
Yeah.
and right here,
We gonna do some research.
child
Yeah,
support
we need
don't
to
play no
we
games. They play
we
no
need to
games.
definitely
Wow,
but
that's
look though.
crazy.
All right, so look, what about the situations where they're paying child support and they've been incarcerated and they still being charged for that? Like you can go to the agency or whatever. Don't quote me, and I apologize for not knowing. But basically, you can go to the agency and let them know, give them the history or your record as far as like where you were during that time frame of them charging you for the child support, and then you'll be what relieved of that debt for the most part. So if you be relieved of that debt and you was in prison and they were charging you, how then can you tell me that they would
Because
still charge you?
if you was in prison, you were nobody's spouse. How it goes, spouse? Who you wasn't in control of nobody's finances. Basically, they wasn't putting you down for the one that was the head of the household. You wasn't the one in control, so you were behind walls. So you have no paperwork stating that you was getting no money throughout these years. So how they charging you? That's the only reason, because it's about money. Now, you still probably get a reduced amount. They probably still charge you something, because ain't no way that they not gonna charge you. The only thing they'll do is, I never seen them really give no money back. What they'll do is say you might not have to pay no more.
Right, you're not getting no money back. I agree with
You
that part.
paid enough. You maxed out. You don't have to pay no more, but you ain't never getting no money back. So
Oh, I know. Yeah,
in
I
those
agree with
sense,
that part.
in those senses, it's just that maybe you was in the system, so you ain't have to pay. And then if you have any way where you was getting money while in the system, then I guess your child will get it. Because it depends on. I don't think child support don't stop if you go to jail. I've been on child support. That shit don't give a
Yeah,
fuck if I was going 4 or 5 years
yeah.
ago. That should
No,
still go.
no,
Yes,
no,
it
no. It
do.
doesn't go. No,
Who told you
legally.
that?
Nah, that
Hold
shit can
up,
go.
bro.
They'll wait for you when you get out. They'll
Bro.
put you.
I was in the.
Well,
Yeah, I was in the
I never
program
been
and
in
I
jail. I
sat
never been in jail, so I can't say that. I can't say I
right.
never
So,
been in
but I'm
jail.
telling. I mean, but think about it. You have said it already. I like. How can they? How can you legally? How can you really say that you
Yeah, I
charging
ain't
this
get
person? Yeah, this person doesn't even have an income. How can you say that you can legally still charge this person? That's
because that's
absurd.
false.
And
You
then
do
when they
make
come
it. You
home,
do got an income. You still making something in jail, even though it's $7, but you still
bro, you're
making
not making
something.
you're making pennies. It ain't no $7, bro. You're making pennies at the end of the day. So then on top of it, you're charging this person. That debt is adding up over the years. Then when you come home, you're then put in a legal situation where you could possibly get a warrant for your arrest after just being released for some child support that you wasn't even in a position to pay before. So that's why I was saying earlier, if you could let them know and show them your documents that you were incarcerated and you would be relieved of that debt, how then can you say, not you personally, but the law? How then can the law say that once I find out that this child legally isn't mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how can you then tell me that legally I still have to, even though the child is in my life and technically I would do it? I would be doing it already, right? But
Mm-hmm.
how can you then say legally though I would still have to pay just because that's not my child. She need to go and find out who that child's father is, and then they need to get that money from them. And then you would be able to probably even, I don't know, it's different levels you could go, and I guess it would
No,
depend on
I'm waiting.
where you were with the mom or at least because it's different levels you would think that you should be able to go to legally once you find out, wait a second, this person bamboozled me all these years and I wasn't even the kid's father and I was taking care of him. That's outside of the bond that I've already built with the child on my own, like me and the child. That's separate from
Mm-hmm.
the mom doing whatever, you know what I'm saying, she had did when she vehemently knew ahead of time. But I said a couple different scenarios or whatever. But go ahead.
You finished
My
though?
fault.
Don't go nowhere, but are you finished?
Yeah, I'm not going
They
anywhere.
don't give a fuck. You gotta pay, nigga. That's that.
Yeah. Okay. Let them know. Hey. Gorilla Man. Go hard for life. Yeah. Stay high as a motherfucker. Toast up, looking to rob a nigga, gorilla post up. Heard to stomp a nigga for the fat buck. Look in the nigga pocket, I think he stabbed something. Yeah, I'm raw than a motherfucker. Stay twisted off the dope, inside diesel. I Chinaman style, but I still see you. Through the scope, though I'm hiding in the desert eagle. Run around literally with the desert eagle. Stiffin' niggas Jews out like a fucking beagle. I'm hungry, dog. Watch when I fucking see you. Jews better be tough, or I'm bound to eat you. And you think it can't happen, always happen, dog. Talk all that tough Tony shit gets sent to the mall. And I ain't playing, dog. I'm hiding in the motherfucker. Nice man, the dog, gorilla man, New York. Yeah, that's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on crime. That's your brains on that myth. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on crime. That's your brain on that myth. That's your brain on drugs. So high, see the phone keep spinning, but I keep telling myself I gotta get the dividends. I gotta pull myself together, get the fucking Benjamin. So I grab my scrap and hit the fucking hood again. You monkeys know what it is. Some run duck high, some go get they gun, but they stand across the street with it, cause they know that I'm high and my guns speak a foreign language. Nigga, motherfucking what? You ain't doing shit to me. You rated fucking butt, ass crack, blast them shoes and get gun fucked. Rolled up in the plastic, covered in the wooden box. I'm hiding in the state building, gun the sides, clip the sides, stomach, Ethiopian children. And it's go hard to light, my friend. Nice man, devil break, gorilla man, know what it is. Yeah, that's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on crime. That's your brains on that myth. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on crime. That's your brains on that myth. That's your brains on drugs. I'm gon' get it, shit. I don't give a damn who the hell attached to it. Smoke me a Magnum blunt and that stupid 4-pound Mac military. 7 mag in your face for cash and all the rest of it. Ain't you feeling brave, my blast? Still digging your pocket and skate with your cash. I buy me an ounce of weed and mix with some ass. I'm a beast. I'm raw than the orangutans, raw than the pack of wolves. So raw, I'm gorilla man. And I ain't saying it cause your girl started feeling me. Cause this your brain and Charles High sticky green. But my mind still sticks to things. For that money and them bricks, I split your brains. I ain't playing out one big or hard's the name. Nice man that double bread hide in the fucking plane, nigga. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on crime. That's your brains on that myth. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on drugs. That's your brains on crime. That's your brain on that myth. That's your brain on drugs.